didn't understand you, sir.
Jerry!
No, I was right the first time. I don't understand you. Well, thank you, sir, whatever that was.
You, Jerry!
I can't believe I paid for this guy to be here.
Now, I have a message for all you good, moral, Christian people who are complaining that breasts and vaginas are obscene. Hey, don't complain to me. Complain to the manufacturer, okay? And although Jesus told us not to judge, I know you're going to judge anyway, so judge sanely. Judge with your eyes open. What do you consider obscene? Is this obscene to you?
Last time on the Don and Mike Show.
Biggest night in Jerry Seinfeld's life. He was on a real upswing.
Yep.
Until Lutard screamed out our names.
He delivered on his promise to shout our names out during the Jerry Seinfeld live HBO special.
Don and Mike, Jerry!
I didn't understand you, sir.
Don and Mike, Jerry!
As my wife put it so gently, keeping that psycho around finally paid off for you guys.
The Don and Mike Show.
Geronimo and Michael Mary Show. Oh, 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 oh. Best on the radio. Oh, 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 oh. Gods of the radio. Oh.
You can call Don and Mike anytime, toll free at 1-800-636-1067. They're ready to believe you.
It's the Don and Mike Show, and they'll say what they wish.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Who are these people?
Moo moo, coo coo. How you doing?
Guess what?
What?
We are crotch pot cooking in the studio right now. Anyone who's ever wondered what it smells like? Hi, Mike. What are you doing? Oh, you got to plug your microphone in. Anyone who wonders what it might smell like, with no offense to our friend John Pop,
Yes.
who's been in the studio for the last 4 hours.
A little warm in here.
Anyone who wonders what it might smell like in John Pop's pants after a very hot day,
That's right.
bottle it. Come to our studios because there's no air conditioning in here, and no lie, it's over 100 degrees in our studio right now.
You seriously ought to put a couple of deck chairs and a pair of size 44 briefs to do this show.
Hello, Rob.
I think it's marvelously comfortable in here.
Fortunately, Rob doesn't sweat much, so
Not at all, no.
So you won't be adding to the smell at all.
Heat and humidity, the friend of the overweight American.
All right, Robbie, let's go.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Alberta Freestone and all the ships at sea. It's even better than a 20-second closed-mouthed kiss. It's the Don and Mike Show.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you, Robbie Bobby Boo, and hello, and thank you for listening coast to coast and nationwide via Westwood Von, darling. Don Geronimo with Mike O'Mara right here. That's why we still to this day call it your cotton-picking Don and Mike Show.
Pull the material out between two pillows and enjoy the show.
I know a lot of people have told me I'm going to hell, and this must be it.
This is nasty.
We do the show, I mean, seriously. It really smells like body cheese in here.
Smells like urine.
We do the show from WJFK in Washington, D.C. One man's body cheese, another man's urine.
This is a urine smell.
We do the show from WJFK, and we are on the Westwood One Radio Network. We have 60 affiliate stations. Who are these people? They are our listeners, over 4 million strong, and we thank you for your patronage. Mom, I hope that you moved Junior and Sis way to the back there, because I just whipped it out.
Man, oh,
Here is, Buzz, this surgery you had, still, to this day, I see nothing but positives with this surgery. Not only do you get to do the show every day from your house, lounging in bed there, I'm sure your air conditioning is working, isn't it?
It's a comfortable 77 degrees where I am.
What, you have your air conditioning set at 77?
Well, that's what the thermometer here in front of me says it is right now.
Oh, crank it down, Buzz.
Really? I mean, if you have the option,
make it cooler, man.
77. If it's 78 or 77 in my house, I mean, I'm dying.
Dying. Anyway, here he is from his palatial Northern Virginia mansion. Radio's Guy Birdley. Hello, Guy.
Hi, Don. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Buzz.
Only wish you could be here today.
Yeah.
I picked the right day to wear a vest in.
What the hell are you wearing today? Look at that. It's a beautiful vest, but it's wool, isn't it?
Well, it's a light wool.
It's a light wool.
It's wool and a long sleeve shirt. You know, yesterday I wore shorts and a football jersey, and today I thought, you know what? Dress for success.
I think we can all do the show in our underwear today.
That could happen by the end of today's show. That would not be a pretty sight, I don't think.
It would smell a little more like urine if we all did.
So I'm coming in today, and I saw there have to be 5 big-ass air conditioning vans, air conditioning technicians outside the studios.
They know the building. They certainly know the building.
And, bless his heart, the AC guy, I'm coming up in the elevator today, and he says, hey, don't be mad at me. Right. And I say, well, why would I be mad at you? And he says, oh, nobody's told you about the studio?
Oh, man.
And I said, no. And he said, well, it was a lot worse a couple of hours ago when the temperature in the studio was 108. He said, we've brought in some big industrial fans, and we think by the time your guys' show goes on, we'll have it down to around 100 degrees.
Well,
thank you, buddy.
The fans are working on the heat. They are not working on the odor. The odor in here.
There is the smell in here.
I noticed yesterday, remember when this is where the phone screener room used to be?
Right.
And they moved into a new room, and they turned that room into like an edit studio.
Yeah, a new studio.
And I'll tell you something. I walked back there yesterday, and I distinctly smelled urine. Yes. That's the smell of urine. Now, one of the sales guys and I were talking upstairs.
Do you think you might have some kind of a urine fetish?
No.
I mean, yesterday the air conditioning was working fine. I didn't smell any pee.
Back there, it smells like... Buzz, have you smelled it before?
Yes, I remember that. There have been times before where the air conditioning's gone out, and yes, that room does smell like urine.
Guys,
it smells like urine.
Do you think it's possible that what we're smelling is... Do you remember, how long ago was that, Buzz, when someone spilled all that pickle juice?
No, it's not.
In your studio?
I wish it was pickle juice. It smells like urine.
The guy said to me, maybe it's the new carpeting, and I said, no, that would be old It really, and not as much in here as back in the other room.
No, it smells bad in here, man. Where's the AC guy, Rob?
I could not find him. I don't think he's in the building, but I've paged Ben, so he'll be able to find him. If it's urine, it's old urine, because that smell has been here as long as I have.
And when it gets warm, I guess, is when it really picks
especially
up.
Like in the morning. If you come in here early in the morning and the overnighters keep it a little warmer, you want to put that AC down about 45, 30 degrees or so to really get the air moving. Because thick and dank.
Everywhere else in this building, it is comfortably cool, about 65 degrees, except for the studios. And, of course, we've got all of the, it's cheap equipment, but still...
It's warm.
It's equipment that generates smells in here.
I'm getting dizzy. I can't see. It is starting to fry my brain.
It is hot enough to fry an egg on the sidewalk. It is hot enough to fry a dog's brain in our studios today.
Wish we could say it's a dry heat.
All right, well, hold on. Let me, who's in charge here today? Let me call the gerbil.
It's a moist yellow heat.
And up in the gerbil's office, of course, it's beautiful. It's cool.
In his beautifully decorated office.
Where's the gerbil now? He was just up there a while ago.
Saw him in talking with Miss Bobby before we came on the air here.
He was real upset that the air conditioning's out in here.
That's an invalid key. Please try again. Thank you for calling CBS Radio WPEK.
What?
Reach a receptionist during regular business hours.
It's Robo Dan.
I'm going to be an invalid key.
It's Dan the Robot. Hello. 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm your robot, Dan.
It's cool in his office, too. It's cool everywhere except in here.
And not only the temperature, but the smell. The smell's killing
And
me.
yes, for those of you wondering, yes, I do think that constant complaining will somehow fix the problem.
Quit your whining? No, we need to whine. That's what we do.
No!
For God's sake.
That's an invalid key. Please try again. Thank you for calling CBS Radio.
Oh, my God, I got your invalid. This whole place is falling apart.
It's Robo Dan, though. I do like Robo Dan. I'm glad to see he's all over the phone system.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, Mike.
Hi there.
I was calling to see if you talked about your girlfriend, Kelly Martin, joining ER.
Oh, yeah, we've discussed it. It smells like... I bought a new pair of tennis shoes the other day. And it smells like my old shoes in here. That is, I don't detect a urine smell. I detect like a bad foot odor smell.
Well, right now it would be maybe your old tennis shoes if they were dipped in a big vat of urine.
It smells in here.
You know, it smells like a damn zoo in here.
Yeah, I know.
Rob, do we have any citrus spray?
Yes.
Good.
All right.
Let's share that with the room.
Yeah.
You get some of that stripper spray you guys use when you have the strippers in.
That's exactly what we're using right now.
All right,
you know
y'all
what?
have a good day. Hope
Rob, God, that burned my eye. Rob, you shot it right into his eyes, Rob.
No, he sprayed. He sprayed the
Mike is blind. He's blind.
Sorry, I ruined his vision, but it smells better in here.
He sprayed the citrus spray into the fan, and I said, I'm giving him the thumbs up, and all of a sudden I get this acid in my eyes.
Oh, and you know what? That wasn't the wisest move.
No, I guess
because
not.
that smell is nearly as nauseating as the smell of foot odor and urine.
Oh, my
But now
God.
we've got all three smells.
Yeah, but a little more moisture in the air, which is what we need. Now I'm getting all clogged up.
You know,
all cloudy.
we've got this spray. We got this spray that we use. It's supposed to be for dog smells, and we use it in here whenever someone cuts the cheese.
Which do you prefer, the citrus or the Lysol?
I like the Lysol. Listen, because the citrus, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you, the orangey smell.
You don't like the citrus smell?
It nauseates me. It smells like I'm getting in Ahmed's cab.
Well, thank you. You know, then you have been very nice to accept the my choice of air fresheners.
I'm
for
a
this
Lysol
one.
man from way back.
I didn't know that.
As a matter of fact, you know, Christine, I think, doesn't even know what that smell is. Do you know how many times, Rob, has she come in there in the studio during a commercial?
Right.
And either you will have just cut a fart or I'll cut one and Rob has to use the citrus spray. Christine comes in the studio and goes, are you guys eating oranges in here? Because it smells so orangey.
Man, it does. There's nothing like the smell of fresh oranges.
Oh, my God. I don't know if we're going to be able to continue doing this show until they fix the air conditioning.
Yes, we're whining because it's the best thing we know how to do.
And it's not like we could go outside to get cool because it's 100 degrees outside.
Boy, it's sticky. It sure can. Hawaii get sticky.
Hello, Dynamite Show. It's a hot time in Florida. Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Dynamite.
How you doing?
Great. No, not great. Hot.
Hot as hell.
Hot. It smells in here. Smells like a shoe.
Smells like crotch pot cooking.
Did you catch Entertainment Tonight last night?
Man, can Hawaii get sticky? It's a hot time in Florida.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got it. We got it here somewhere on tape. You know that...
Lead story.
That was the lead story.
Jerry reacting to the heckler?
Last night on Entertainment Tonight. And I got to give a shout-out to Big Frida, to my mother-in-law. She called last in the newspaper.
Yeah, give us the right bad publicity. Come on now.
For goodness sakes, the Post seems to get everything else right.
And now, really, and you know something? Tom Shales, shame on you, Tom Shales. You should know that. You've been on our show. You know our show.
Besides, with the heckling that Lewis did, isn't it pretty clear that he's saying Don and Mike, Jerry?
It's indelible. You cannot, there is absolutely no mistaking what he is shouting out.
Well, listen, last night, sitting at home, having dinner, phone rings. It's my mother-in-law, and she's all excited. She says, you guys are on TV.
Right.
And I said, why would that be? And she says, you're on ER.
Right.
And I said, we never taped ER. I said, we were on Battlestar.
Babylon 5.
Babylon, and we were on the Cowboy Show.
Briscoe County Jr.
I said, we've never been on ER. She says, no, it's right here on Channel 13. You guys are on ER. And it took me about 5 minutes to figure out, bless her heart, she's trying to say E.T.
E.T., Entertainment Tonight.
Entertainment Tonight. It was the lead story, and as is our custom, we received absolutely no credit for the heckle, but it was the lead, and there is now a response from Jerry Seinfeld. I believe he said he was terrified.
Oh, really?
By the heckling. Let's roll that tape from last night's ER. I mean, E.T.
This is Entertainment Tonight for Monday, August 10th, 1998. Hope you had a great weekend, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Bob Goen.
And I'm Mary Hart. Thanks for joining us. It was a celebration tinged with controversy for Jerry Seinfeld last night in New York as hecklers and protesters went shoulder to shoulder with Jerry's fans for an evening full of surprises.
I always go in the airplane bathroom. Even if I don't have to go, I got to go in there. It's nice. It's like your own little apartment on the plane, isn't it? It was really exciting. Really, really exciting. It was like being in a Roman Coliseum.
Jerry stepped up to the mic for his live HBO show in New York last night, wowing his audience. The stand-up did run into one problem, though. He was taunted by hecklers.
It was terrifying.
What happened?
I was not expecting that. I didn't understand you, sir.
It's still funny.
The first time.
Still great.
Thinking, oh, beautiful. This is perfect. But it worked out fine.
While the out-of-line audience members were removed from the theater, Jerry's otherwise adoring fans had high praise for the comic.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. It was everything I expected.
Yeah, right. Well, we can turn the rest of that off. Who cares about that?
blah, 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 blah.
So the quote from Jerry Seinfeld was, it was terrific.
Terrifying.
Terrifying, terrific.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Man,
How great is that? But, no mention for us.
No, of course not. Of course.
Right. Yeah. So goes. So it goes.
That's the way it's going to go.
We're used to it. Hello, Dynamite Show.
Praise the Lord, it's hot in here, guys.
Oh, you want to talk about Ditka?
Yeah, I heard about that in the paper today.
Listen, how long ago was it?
It was yesterday, I believe.
No. I mean that we originally read the story about, remember, Ditka's not going to drop the F-bomb anymore, he said.
Sure.
And every time that he's going to say the F-bomb, he's going to say, praise the Lord.
Remember, we had that nice conversation with a guy from the Saints who was kind of tongue-in-cheek when he was talking to us about that, and sure enough...
It lasted 2 weeks.
He erupted.
2 weeks. Ditka blew up yesterday, and it says here that he had an obscenity-laced tirade yesterday.
Yeah, he went off on a guy that they got from Carolina, a free agent who came to camp a day late.
Listen, you mother effer! Yeah, we're going to call the Saints today. We've got that on the agenda.
Yeah, just find out if the policy has changed.
As soon as we get the air conditioning fixed,
sure,
we will be calling the New Orleans Saints. Thank you, my friend.
No problem.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And this room was filled with great joy when we read that article about Mike Ditka losing total control.
Yeah, let's see. Now, they don't write what he said,
right?
What the obscenities were. It says this guy, Andre Royal, Ditka yells at him, "Earn the money we're paying you. You don't fool anybody, least of all me." Now, then the player, he cusses at Ditka, yells obscenities and waves his arms and shouts at him that he's never faked an injury in his life, because that's what Ditka is insinuating. Ditka says, "Get out of here and practice." Then as Royal continued to curse, Ditka, who says he would fine players for using obscene words, told Royal not to swear at him.
Don't swear at me.
All right, then here's what Ditka shouts at him. Ditka, you gotta love it. The guy's out of control.
This is truly great.
"You'll be gone anyway," Ditka shouted. "I didn't need you. I never did need you. You were never on my list to be here anyway." Then the guy says, "I'm a winner. If you want to win, you need me." And Ditka says, "Yeah, you're a winner. Your mouth is a winner."
Oh, man. Right? And that's his first day. That was his first day of training camp under Ditka, and that's how he gets off to the start with Ditka.
Oh, and the Saints lost to the Packers over the weekend, like by 30 points.
Good health, Mike, and I wish anything you wish yourself. Same to you, Larry. God bless you. Mike Ditka. Good guy.
Mother effer. Mike Ditka.
Well, you know something? I hope this is permanent. I hope he's changed for the better.
And more about the Ditka saga. We didn't even talk about it. It's just, he had the article in Sports Illustrated where he said that New Orleans is a smelly city. I imagine that New Orleans probably smells something like our studio right now.
Absolutely.
And then he thinks they're bad fans down there and it's a dirty city. And after all of that, they gave him a new 5-year contract. They did. He signed a 5-year contract last week, and then just yesterday, he lost it, man.
That's probably why he lost it now. He was probably trying to do some good PR. He's just insane. He doesn't care. Either way, it doesn't matter.
I'm insane in the membrane, you mother effer. Get out there and practice.
Andre Royal, you'll be gone anyway. Can you imagine saying that to a guy the first day of camp?
Now he pays him. Ditka signs the guy for $1.65 million
with a big with a big reporting bonus.
Yeah, right. And then he says, "You'll be gone. I didn't need you. I never needed you. You weren't on my list."
He'll go up to the front office. "Eat the cash. I don't want this guy in my camp, big boy."
Now that's a good sign. I mean, I know we're all happy that football's coming back, but that's the best. Our old Ditka's back.
The only thing that could make it better would be to see a little article about Jim Mora, perhaps, in the locker room having a little tirade.
Diddly-poo.
Diddly-poo.
Diddly-poo. Yeah. Hello, Don and Mike Show. God, it's hot in here. Can you fix the air conditioning? Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
This is Jim.
Fix the air conditioning, Jim.
Yes, Jimmy.
Buena Robusto.
Hey, my friend.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, come on. My patience is at a low point right now. I'm so hot.
This is Don and Mike.
Yes.
Hey, man, you know what you can do? You can go out there and get a cell phone and go up to your boss's office and just run a remote. That way all your other workers can stay in the heat while you guys are cool.
That is positively brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you. Al Einstein checking in on the show.
I hate Jerry.
Why didn't we think of that? And he hates Jerry, too. Unbelievable.
Wow, well, then you're with us on every count, sir. Hey, that wouldn't be too annoying if we did the whole show on a cell phone today, would it?
No, not annoying at all. Not annoying at all. Besides, the important thing is I know you got to push all the buttons here.
Yeah, right.
That's the main reason we have to stay here.
Hello? Yeah, I can't even figure out how to work the phone so you get my voice on.
Why don't we just all go over to Buzz's house?
Yeah, come on over.
Hey, I'd love to do that.
I'll turn the air conditioning down.
We could all sit around the nude portrait of Buzz's wife and do the show.
Yeah, could, put out a little something, Buzz, maybe, some finger food or something like that?
Absolutely.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Baldy.
Hey, Baldy.
First of all, let me say I love your show.
Thanks.
I think it's the best thing on the radio.
Thank you.
And I got a question for you, Don. Did you ever play music in Lancaster, PA?
No, I worked in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, because I got a bunch of relatives up in northern Maryland that said they listened to a guy named Don Geronimo on a station in Lancaster.
No, I worked in Pittsburgh. I worked at 13Q, baby.
Lancaster, isn't that right where we're near where Intercourse is?
Yeah, it's right in the same county. You know, they say that you can tell when somebody's from Lancaster County because they're the only people who know how to say blue balls and Intercourse without laughing.
That's right, because those are the two towns. In fact, you drive through Blue Ball
to get to Intercourse. That's right.
Sure.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Hey, Baldy.
How you doing, buddy?
Sweating my butt off. Sweating my nads off, man.
Man, it's hot as anything outside, isn't it?
It's so hot in here that I saw someone dipping their worm in nesty.
It is so hot. There was a robin dipping his worm in nesty.
Oh, my God, it's hot in here. Is anybody working on this?
My polyps are hot.
Is anybody working? Great one. Even though it's 100 degrees, I will still chew your anal polyps.
Yes, as we've discussed earlier, Ed, it smells down there like someone's got their sneakers between my two pillows.
Smells like Chanel number 5, great one.
You're the greatest, Ed. Hi-oh.
Oh, I love your anal vapors, great one. Hi-oh.
Hi-oh.
Yeah, hello there.
Hello.
Hi, yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, what's going on in that Dallas Cowboys thing? What is this thing about Michael Irvin splitting some guy's neck?
We talked about that yesterday. I don't know. That's a huge cover-up, man.
Something really nasty.
Paying to cover it up, you know what I'm saying?
I saw on the ESPN today that they had Michael Irvin coming off the field, and some reporters were asking him about it. And you couldn't even get his response because it was all beeped out because he was like saying bull ass and other stuff like that.
Which is probably a strategy that he employs because he knows that they won't be able to put it on.
And then they had
what do you think?
Old Yellow Teeth. They had Yellow Teeth, and he said, I know nothing of a settlement between Michael and the other player.
We're all the Cowboys family, and if Michael's a little high-strung, and I understand that they were getting their hair cut together, and words were exchanged.
He took the scissors,
plunged it into the guy's
neck.
And it has to be severe if the guy can't practice. It's not like a superficial cut.
Right.
He obviously perhaps even had some muscle damage done if he plunged the scissors into his neck.
Hello there, Don and Mike Show.
Bueno Arbusto, gentlemen.
Hey, my friend.
It's Mike with Name That TV Icon. You guys want to play?
Yeah.
Oh, it might be too hot to play that game tonight.
You know me, I always like to play this game.
All right, sure, Mike.
All right, here we go.
I never told anybody to lie.
Clinton.
It's good.
All right.
Yeah, the heat is helping you today.
I'm raising his grandchildren. Pretty soon I will be raising his great-grandchildren.
That's Rosie Perez.
That's Nell Carter.
Oh, hey, come on. You didn't even give me a chance. Like I would have gotten it.
Try, Don.
Hey, it's Nell Carter. I imagine that our studio right now smells something like under Nell Carter's left breast. The fold of skin under her breast.
Temperature and odor, the same, yeah.
All right, one more, please.
One more. All right.
Make it a good one.
I'm trying to pick the best one.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Jeez.
I'm not going to guess on that one, okay?
Yeah, we'll skip that one. Thank you very much.
Did you hear that, miss?
Okay. God. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don Mike.
Hey, how come this phone is like in one channel?
Okay, is it doing that to you too? I thought that was on my headphones.
No, no, no.
Man, now is the equipment melting down?
I think so. Hello?
Don Mike.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Bears trying to sign Michael Irvin?
Hold on a second. Well, hello. Come in. Hello.
Hello?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out the telephones here. Was this some Michael Irvin joke?
Yeah.
All right.
Did you hear about the Bears trying to sign Michael Irvin?
No.
Since the Bears lost refrigerator, they tried to get a Coke machine.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Bye-bye. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, Donald Mike, I was just calling from my office. Just want to let you know it's so cold in my office that my fingers actually are cold to the touch. So I just thought I'd share that with you.
Oh, you're so nice and cruel.
Well, listen, F you and F your family, okay? Thank you. Thanks very much. Goodbye. Okay.
That's like when somebody really has to go to the bathroom real bad, and you talk about a cool brook of running water.
Or you press their belly.
Make their belly make them pee.
Hello?
Hey, Don, will you be missing any shows?
No.
You press their belly and you make them pee in the edit studio.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Where obviously someone did 20 years ago.
I swear to God, I don't smell that.
No, it's back there. If you go back there, you will smell it. Unless you have some sort of, you've been desensitized to urine, you will smell it back in that studio.
Perhaps.
Because it is pungent. And you know how I know this, and I'm an expert on this? Remember those 2 cats I had that we gave back to the SPCA?
So you say.
They're fine.
Yeah.
We gave them back because they were peeing all over my house, and I'll never forget. Now, I'm sure cat urine is a little more ammonia-based than people urine, but urine is urine, really. And I know urine. I know from urine.
I don't smell it, man.
Well, it's not in here.
I just smell that cheese.
It's back there.
Go to the other room.
I just smell the cheese.
Good afternoon, WJFK.
Yeah, is this the new temp at the front desk?
Yes, it is.
Hello, this is Don and Mike.
Hi there.
Hey.
We're sweating our asses off in here. Do you know where the air conditioning man is?
No, I don't. I was given a call to Mr. Peterson.
Peterson?
No, I'm Peterson.
Sloan? Have Sloan out in front of the school. Hey, what's your first name, my lovely?
Janet.
Janet.
Mike, why bother to learn her name? There's a new one at the front desk every day.
How long are you going to be with us, Janet?
Till September 1st.
September 1? Oh, a whole month.
Really?
Wow. Or 2 weeks.
In the next 16 days.
Mm-hmm. Your radio's up very loud. Oh, I guess you can't help it. You have the monitors out there.
Are you enjoying the Don and Mike show this afternoon?
Yes, I am.
How hot is it out at the front desk?
It's hot.
It's hot?
Hot out there, too?
It's a little bit cooler than I'm sure it is in the studio. But
Are you doing some crotch pot cooking, baby?
No.
No?
Can you fry an egg on your desk?
A possibility.
Okay.
Why don't you please put me through to Mr. Dan Ryson, the chief engineer?
Okay.
Take your time. I know it's the first day.
No pressure.
Mr. Dan Ryson, the chief engineer.
No pressure.
What happened to Peggy Hill?
How about today?
All right, hold on.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
What happened to Peggy Hill, anyway?
Energy.
I don't know what happened. Peggy Hill was supposed to be the temporary who was taking Colette's place while Colette was out.
Right.
I don't know. Peggy Hill's gone.
So many new faces here. And usually that's the salespeople.
Oh, and now Dan Ryson, our chief engineer, is not around.
Decided I'd go out for a brief taco. Thought I'd grab a taco and come back and deal.
Dan, I can't take your call right now.
Oh, Dan.
If you'd like to leave a voice message, please dial 6 now and recording.
Dan, it's friggin' hot in here.
Hi, Dan. This is your twin. You've never met me before.
Dan, it is so hot in here, I'm going out of my mind.
Dan, I'm your evil twin.
Can't you fix this, Dan?
I'm the evil version of you, Dan.
Dan!
I'm wearing leather pants right now.
It isn't Dan.
The opposite of what you wear.
Are you still wearing wrestling shoes, though?
Yes, I still have my wrestling shoes because I'm his evil twin. We love you, Dan.
Dan Ryson, our chief engineer, generally wears an outfit that can only be described as Dan Ryson-ish. It's always, even in the winter, it's the button-down, short sleeve, plaid shirt, usually a pair of Dockers,
Dockers,
khakis, and these big-ass wrestling shoes.
Yeah, the wrestling shoes are the only thing that departs from the Wonder Years wardrobe.
But, Dan, please do not allow our critique of your wardrobe to stop you from fixing the air conditioning.
Because, you know, we think you're the greatest we've ever worked for.
Thank you, Dan. Bye-bye.
With?
Why does no one care that we're down here in this heat and this filth?
Because the bottom line at this organization
is really hot today.
come on. It's hot, man.
Worth the trip in, wasn't it? Just
Oh, it's hot in here tonight.
It was so hot today, I saw a robin dipping his worm in nest tea. So hot today, I saw a pigeon walking in the shadow of Orson Welles. It was so hot today that Burger King was singing, "If you want it your way, cook it yourself."
Thank you, Johnny.
Oh, that's good old Johnny lines.
Hi, Johnny. Well, listen, we can take a break now and go outside and cool off a little bit and then come back into this hot room.
I'll be going upstairs and putting my feet in the fountain.
Do the rest of the show. While we're doing that, you call in to win right now. We'll take a big, fat, hairy winner. Caller number 100. Out the entire board.
Everything's going nuts.
Yeah, because we can't run things in stereo because there's like a channel drop-offs.
And the phones are screwed up, too.
Right. And my underpants are wet. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, buddy, you are caller 100.
Fantastic.
What is your name, citizen?
This is Mike out in Las Vegas.
Mike, thanks for listening to the show on 105.1 KVBC. You have won a pair of passes to see There's Something About Mary, and that is from AMC.
Super.
I'm sure the theater will be air-conditioned.
Is it difficult to concentrate with this song playing in the background?
What? Yeah, of course it is. And you've also qualified for the big $5,000 giveaway that we're having 2 weeks from tomorrow. 2 weeks from tomorrow, somebody wins $5,000 all at once, and that's from Advantage Title, and you're in the running. Please be listening.
And let me say thank ye.
Thank ye, Jerry. Yeah. Oh, God, it's hot. And
it's getting worse, too. Do you notice that?
Yes.
You know, we were okay. We were sort of okay during the first break, but now it's just you're realizing that this is the way it's going to be all day.
Yeah, even if they got it fixed right now, it would still be like this all day long. And then, you know, we were just talking about you, Buzzy, and your temperature of 77.
Yeah, I mean, there you are. You've got a perfectly functioning air conditioning unit in your house, and you have it 77 degrees.
You know, I fight with my wife about all kinds of stuff, but the thing that we argue about the most is the temperature gauge in our house.
She likes it warm, right?
Yeah, well, in the winter, you know, when it's cold outside, call me crazy.
Right.
When it's cold outside, I like it to be like 80 degrees in my house. When it is hot outside, I like it to be cold. And my wife...
You like to use the technology.
Yes. My wife hates to turn the air conditioning on, so a lot of times she'll wait until like 7 o'clock till the show is over.
Right.
She'll have every window in the house open. It'd be like 100 mungy degrees in there. And then she'll turn it on, and by the time I get home at 7:30 or quarter to 8, it still hasn't cooled down. So what I will do is I'll go to the air conditioning unit. We got a digital readout. And I'll set it so it says 68.
Right.
That's the temperature I want it to be at. And if it's really hot in there, sometimes I'll set it like for 59. And she always comes over and she says, "Why do you do that?" And she puts it like it's 73. And I say, "No, I want it to get colder faster. So I think by putting it at a lower temperature, it gets colder faster." And she says, "No, that's like putting something in the oven and thinking that you can cook it. If you're supposed to cook it for 3 hours at 300 degrees, if you put it in for 1 hour at 600 degrees, you should be able to cook it in half the time." Oh, sucks. And furthermore, the other room I don't think smells like urine. I think the other room smells like some medicinal smell. Mike could not...
That's right. If the medicine you're taking is 100% clear urine.
Mike couldn't wait for me to go in the other room to smell the other room.
You walk in the center of that room, and there you might as well be putting your face into a urinal. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, I didn't smell it. Maybe it's just me.
You know, at least I've even got air conditioning problems at home, and it's bad at home. We sent a plumber out. The plumber's up in the attic working on some vent that's going up. The plumber comes downstairs and says, "You might want to get an electrician out here to put some fans in to relieve some of the heat that's up there." So we go ahead, we get an electrician. The electrician comes out. He puts fans in the thing, and when he's coming down there, he said, "You might want to get the air conditioning man to come out there because they haven't sealed the vents properly, and they could do that." So today we get the air conditioning guy. He comes comes up. He seals up the vents. He's coming downstairs, and he says, you know, you might want to check those ceiling, the ceiling joists or whatever. There's several of them that look damaged. And it's like one guy comes into my house, and all of a sudden I'm paying 40 of these guys to come out and tell me. And today, the last piece of the puzzle was, oh, okay, the air conditioning's fine, but the structural integrity of the building is damaged because of the, you know, those little V's.
So what?
It's
like
not the
your
joist.
roof is going to cave in?
I forgot. I'm using the wrong term. It's not a joist. It's something. It's the structure of wood that supports the roof, and it bears a lot of weight. And he said, "Listen, come on up." And you know, I'm out with my daughter somewhere, and my wife checks this all out. And apparently, one of these things has a crack in it that would indicate that you know, 1 foot of snow up there, and we're all going to be, you know, Pancake City.
Really, I wish I could be a professional. I wish that I could work through this. I'm not professional enough to work through this, ladies and gentlemen.
We need some, you know what we could use? Cool cloth.
Yes, Robbie, get us some cool cloths. And would you please call the Three Stooges, because I know that they used to have that business where they would deliver ice.
Ice, yeah, big block of ice.
Please get a big block of ice and put it right in front of that fan that we've got going there.
That actually works. It's the same principle as modern,
air conditioning.
Modern air conditioning.
Yeah.
I love that Three Stooges episode.
Excuse me.
Where Curly is trying to carry a big block of ice.
On his back.
He has like these tongs, and he has to go up these stairs, like in The Exorcist. And every time, by the time he gets to the top of the stairs, it's turned it like to a little ice cube.
That's right. And they do the editing, you know, the early techniques of special effects.
Oh, golly. Good golly, Miss Molly.
But we'll persevere. You know, we're pros. Look it up in the book.
Yeah, right. Okay. Listen, my dog's getting neutered, and we're going to do it on the show.
Good.
I thought we were going to do it Friday, but as it turns out, the veterinarian wants to come in and check everything out. Good. She will be here Thursday.
Okay.
So I believe that the first ever live on radio Snip Snip will be happening on next Tuesday's episode.
So remark your calendars accordingly. Won't this be, to the best of our knowledge,
a radio first?
Yeah, a radio first.
And we are working on getting William Bob Barker to join us on the telephone, since he's all for spaying and neutering your pets. Thank you. Here comes Rob with the cool cloth for our forehead. Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Rob. Don't we have any cloths?
No, we have no
cloths.
Like
These are paper towels.
That's all we have.
Not the same. And
These
they
are
look
paper towels. They look dirty.
Yellow.
Don't these look used?
That's not going on my face.
Yeah.
Now we need.
No,
see, isn't that better?
Why don't you get like a big palm leaf or something?
and wear a Swami hat.
And just fan us, Rob. All right, listen, hold on. Focus.
Yes, focus. Absolutely. We've got a show to do.
Right. We got 60 stations. People around the country don't care about the fact that our underpants are all the way up in the crack of our ass right now.
I'm sure in some places where they listen to us, it's positively cool.
Yeah,
I think.
right. Well,
I don't know. Let me see. Let me see where it's cool.
It's not cool anywhere, Mike.
No, it's really not.
It's hot in here, though.
78 degrees in Portland, Maine. That would be probably the cool spot listening to us today.
Well, then F you. If you're listening to us in Portland, Maine right now, where it's nice and cool. Okay.
It's look, the whole country. Look, the map's all red.
Listen, that's not the only thing that's all red. We're going to push ahead here. Ever forward.
Ever forward.
Listen to me now.
Hear ye, hear ye.
God, I'm hot. No, really.
Yes.
Really. Oh, it's hot here. I know we don't rate women on the show anymore.
Right.
But I must bring a woman forward that I don't think we've rated before.
Okay.
And I must tell you that I give her a low rating. From the neck up.
All right.
From the neck down, I think she's okay. Her name is, you're going to have to forgive me if I don't get her name right. Is it Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yes. She's the, I
know what you did last summer.
Yeah, and I don't say this in a derogatory way, but she is the flavor of the month. She is the hottest thing in Hollywood right now.
Well, I don't know what that flavor is, if it's pralines and cream or pistachio, but she is one dirty-looking girl.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Now I get so many of those Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer girls.
And I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
She's the girl with, and she got some Major League elbows.
Oh, her?
She's the one that goes running out into the field, and she says, "Come on! What are you waiting for?"
Sure.
Right? I'm watching a little bit of that movie on, don't know what channel it was on today, but slipping by and looking at it. I'm thinking about her, and I'm thinking, I know that we said we're not going to rate women anymore.
She's very hot.
However, Jennifer Love Hewitt, in my book, she's a 6.
Oh, my God.
She's a 6 because her hair is stringy.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Her hair is oily.
You're right about that.
And when I say she looks like a dirty girl, I don't mean she's dirty in a good way.
Yeah, like naughty dirty.
I mean, she's dirty like
hasn't washed dirty.
Like you and me right now. Like sweaty. And
I would say you and I are still holding up better than Jennifer Love Hewitt in certain scenes in that movie. Wow. I know what you mean about the hair, and it's the hair that hangs down and it separates, which indicates the oily factor.
Well, you like her, Rob?
I think she's an 8.
You think she's an 8?
I do, and also she does she does a soap commercial. I think it might be
really
Neutrogena. Yeah.
Well, I've never seen the commercial.
She looks awfully clean and fresh-faced in that.
I have only seen her in the movie I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I don't check her out on Party of 5.
I think I'd agree with Rob that she's an 8, but I would give her only the demerits because of the fact that she doesn't look like she's washed. But a 6, that's a very low number.
That's pretty low.
All right, so listen, that's just my opinion.
Okay.
And, opinions are like a-holes. Excuse me, Buzz. Everybody's got one.
Of course.
Another woman that I wanted to rate, and I know we haven't done this before. I'm going to open it up.
All right.
Star Trek Voyager, 7 of 9.
She's the one in that bodysuit, right?
Right. I never watched Star Trek Voyager, but I happened to watch it the other night. She is a solid 7.5.
You're not going to give her the 8, though.
No, I can't give her the 8 because I think her face is a little fuggly.
Well, didn't she cover it up with some of that alien makeup?
She's only got the Borg over her left eye.
But it does obscure a good portion of her face.
Well,
I mean, you don't see the full countenance.
The episode that I watched was where they were all put into stasis.
Right.
Because they were going through the eye of some storm, and the doctor, who is a hologram, he was running the ship, and she was the only other person that was alive on the ship. So, so 7 of 9 was the total focus.
I can't give an educated rating on her because I really haven't seen her in a lot of action. I'd like you to rate another woman for me since we are on the subject.
Please do.
Since the door is partially open for this subject.
It's a jar. Door is a jar.
The wife on Everybody Loves Raymond. I am interested.
Oh, okay, good. Good. I just watched that show last night.
She's a new TV mommy.
She's an 8. Now, I know a lot of you out there think I'm retarded, that I would say Jennifer Love Hewitt is a 6.
Right.
And Raymond's wife is an 8.
I give her a 7.
But I'm telling you,
7.
Raymond's wife, she exudes sexuality.
I give her a 7 for just looks alone. I give her a 9 for TV moms. I think she's the best TV mom to come along in decades.
She certainly is hotter than Tim Allen's wife, right?
Oh, absolutely. Hotter and a much funnier. She is the funny part of that show because she plays it so realistic.
And you know what else I like? Half her scenes are in bed with Raymond, and she's always creaming herself.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Have you noticed that she's always...
Yes,
she's
creaming her legs.
always creaming her legs, and creaming her hands.
Yes, she is. Yes,
on
Mr.
her
Don.
arms.
Yes, like Tiny Tim. Yes, Mr. Don. I use Paquin's hand cream all over my body.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Heather.
Yes, Heather.
Boy, Heather, that's just about the funniest thing I've ever heard. You just started laughing right off the bat.
I'm a first-time caller.
Yes, baby.
And I'm petrified.
Miss Baby, yes.
But this little baby wants her belated birthday spanking.
Oh.
And I'm in the ice cubes in my refrigerator to cool y'all down.
Oh, you got ice cubes?
We would like you to do an ice cube trick for us first, and then we'd be glad to spank you.
Well, what kind of trick would I do with an ice cube? It can melt.
All right, well, here's what you do. It's a little experiment into how humans react to different temperatures.
Yeah, it's a body temperature experiment.
Okay, now, are you by your ice box right now?
I am. I have to stand on a chair because I'm very petite, so wait a minute.
How tall are you, honey?
I'm 4'10".
4'10". Oh, that's a perfect height.
Hey, who's the celebrity that you think you most resemble there, Heather?
I've been told I resemble Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Whoa. Even better.
Hello.
And her? Now, she's a solid 8 in my book.
Yeah, she is a solid 8.
Well,
I realize that I just rated her the same as Raymond's wife, but,
But my hair is longer.
One man's 8 is another man's 4.
Everybody loves Buffy.
Everybody loves Buffy.
What we would like you to do, Heather, is, let me ask you, are you wearing a shirt right now?
I'm wearing a T-shirt.
A T-shirt.
One of the sleeveless little, like a... You know.
Do you have a brassiere on?
No, I don't believe in them.
Beautiful. Me either.
I hate them. I have perky little breasts, so I don't need a bra.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Bravo. It's a temperature, just for, if you're monitoring, it has just gone up a degree.
And Mike, even though, have you noticed that now since we started talking to Heather?
Yes.
I don't seem to notice the fact that it's like hot as hell in here.
I'll tell you right now, the troubles are melting away.
Heather, what we would like you to do is do an experiment for us. Take an ice cube. And put it over the part of your breasticle. Where,
the perky part is.
That's right, the perkiest part.
Okay.
There you go.
I got the key. Okay, I got the ice cube on the perky little part.
Are you doing it right now?
I saw this trick in the movie Showgirls. What you do is take one ice cube in each hand.
Yes.
Between your thumb and your forefinger. Then put them over the perkiest parts. Rub them vigorously, and then
clockwise.
Yes, and tell us what happens.
Well, you know what happens.
No, we'd like to hear what happens.
Now, what's the rating of this show again?
We're rated R.
Rated P.
Rated P.
Perverted. Are you doing it, Heather?
It's very, very cold, and yes, everything's standing at attention.
Oh, bravo!
Very nice.
Yeah, you succeeded in phase 1 of the experiment.
Well, what I was hoping to do was have to cool my hiney down with my ice cube after I got my spanker.
Well, you might just have to do that.
Cool. Did you say your hiney?
Yes.
Your hiney. That is so funny.
Yeah, the first thing to do when it starts to hurt is to ice the area.
Oh, that's right. That's what I'm waiting for.
Well, first do the thing again with your perkies.
No.
Oh, please.
Been there and done that. I'm ready to ice my hiney.
She wants to get spanked.
Well, ice your hiney.
Do you have a riding crop?
Oh, yeah.
Could I have that? Could I use that?
The thing that we beat Lewis's ass with? Yeah. Rob, where's your riding crop? All right, well, I'll use the ice pick if you don't mind.
Oh, boy, that would save it. That would just save
ice pick. You can't cool from an ice pick. You cool from a riding crop.
Now, I'd just like to remind you, you are the recipient, and you have to start behaving yourself. We're going to spank you any way we see fit, okay?
Oh, now, come on.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, master. What do you want?
There we go.
I love that. Like I Dream of Jeannie. All right. Pull your pants down.
Okay.
All the way.
Okay.
Underpants, too.
Okay.
So we see your hairy Valentine.
I'm not very hairy Valentine.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
36 today. All right. Well, I'm going to pull out the ice pick.
Okay.
Ready? And listen, want some response to this, okay?
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, hold on there. Hold on. We're waiting for the riding crop now.
I'm Rob going to... There he is. He's got it. All right,
there's the riding crop. Thank you, Robbie. And Mike, you pick up on 17, please.
All right, here we go. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Do you realize what a pervert you look like sitting over there? I mean, it's one thing to...
26, 27, 28.
Wait, can I ice cube yet?
Hey, quiet down. 30, 34, 35,
32, 33, 33, 34,
38,
35,
51,
36.
36.
There you go. How old were you today?
I'm 36.
36. Now,
Okay, now let me get my ice cube.
ice your hiney now.
Okay, wait. Here, ice cube?
Yeah, ice it down.
Okay.
Ice it down. Well, you're having
If
some
you were
fun.
here, I'd put some ice on you, too.
I was trying to get the right sound with it, and I only mastered it right at the end there. That little... There we go. All right.
I love that ice cube trick. I saw that in Showgirls when the girl from Saved by the Bell is standing up on stage, and the guy who's like the pimp of the Vegas show comes up and goes, baby, I got to see what you're doing. Take some ice cubes.
Oh, my favorite ice cube scene is John Hurt and Kathleen Turner and Body Heat.
Oh, Body Heat?
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, they look really happy in the ice and the tub there.
That movie, Showgirls, that was one of the worst movies ever made.
Yeah.
Although I still watch it every time it's on. And that movie also got me in a boatload of trouble with my wife.
Because you were watching it?
No. Well, yeah. But also because a long time ago, when we had gone down to Memphis for one Elvis Death Day,
right?
We had stopped at a strip club down there called Danny's out by the airport.
Danny's.
And we each had gotten a lap dance, and our...
Your wife got a lap dance?
Oh, no, me and Mike.
No, we were down on the road, going down to do one of our road broadcasts, and Danny's was right near the airport.
And as a matter of fact, we got lap dances, and then we tried to get a lap dance for our ex-producer, and he said that's where I draw the line. And we came back, and we talked about it on the radio.
Right.
And my wife asked me for years and years, what is a lap dance? I said, honey, it's nothing. The girls just stand in front of you and they dance.
Yeah.
And she went, oh, okay. And then we were watching Showgirls.
And they showed a lap dance.
And they showed a lap dance.
And they showed, in fairness, now, just in fairness here, they showed a lap dance that was like 10 times more, I don't want to say better.
That's right.
That's what I said, but that didn't work for me.
No, it didn't, because the lap dance, they're practically making love to the guys in these lap dances.
Right.
Well, the lap dance in the movie you're describing is far more than what you get when you go to an actual strip bar.
Well, how would you know?
I've had a lap dance.
Really? You've gone to a strip bar?
I go with my husband. Yes, I do. I don't mind it. I'm very self-assured of myself, and I kind of enjoy it. I love a pretty woman, but that doesn't mean that I, trip like fantastic or anything.
Did you ice your hiney?
My husband can if he wants.
No, I said, did you ice your hiney?
Oh, I already did that.
Oh, you already did that.
Now,
I have a few whelps, but I'm okay.
Do you and your husband allow others into the boudoir?
No, that's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy.
Strictly fantasy.
But nothing you've ever really lived.
No, I mean, you really tell me how a normal couple that's been together years and years actually finds someone that you can trust. And, I mean, it's nice to fantasize, but I don't think it really happens.
Yes, we do.
All right, well, listen, be sweet.
I always am, and I
thank you.
enjoy listening to your show. It's the absolute first talk show on the radio that I've enjoyed and don't mind listening to, and you fellows...
I guarantee you'll never hear Rush Limbaugh have a girl put ice cubes on her nipples.
No way. Won't happen. Absolutely not. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. Hello. Make sure Heather always gets through when she calls.
Yeah, I'm just Heather. No, it's just a little fantasy that we have, and I'm 410 high.
So, if we could just get 3 more hours of calls like that, I guarantee we wouldn't even bitch about how hot it is. And now that Heather is not on the phone...
Yes, the temperature starts to go up once
suddenly
again.
I've realized we're crotch pot cooking again. Hello?
Don, Mike, radio guy.
Hey, my friend.
You don't get enough... promotion here in Tampa. I've been listening to you since you've been on the air here about 4.5 years.
Yeah, we've always been a little disappointed in the Tampans.
We are the great undiscovered secret of Tampa Bay.
Well, I think you're a little more popular than you realize. I hear you on the radio.
The station we're on in Tampa? We've been on a station that has, I think, it's got the sunflower seed eater in the morning. Right, and then the G-Man. We love G. Gordon Liddy. And then us, and... Except for Imus, that's a pretty good lineup.
Absolutely.
And still the station can't crack a 1 share in the ratings.
Yeah, we get lots of calls from Tampa. We do. We seem to get a lot of support on the phones, and we'd like to have that show up, and it hasn't shown up yet.
Well, they promote Imus. They've got the buses driving around town with this big ugly mug on plastic on the side.
Maybe that's the problem
right there.
Anyway, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yes.
She was on Regis and Kathy Lee this morning.
Oh, was she really?
Damn.
Yeah.
How's she look?
I agree with Rob. Now, I used to agree with Don. She kind of looks a little unwashed.
She's a 6, man.
She looked great this morning. She had her hair pulled back. And
her body, is an 8.5.
And she looked like an 8 this morning. I got to agree with Rob. She looked like she was about 16 years old.
Wish I had an 8x10 glossy of her, because I'm having trouble putting her in my mind.
Skinny face.
Yeah, I know.
Skinny body, big boobs.
Just the boobs are. That's all that. I mean, I know what you did last summer. Is basically, I know where your boobs are.
Yeah, right.
That's what they should call that movie.
Right. God, she's got some big boobs. Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Bueno Arbusto, guys.
Hey, my friend.
Hey, your song, Can't Get Enough of You, Baby?
Oh, it's Can't Get Enough of You, Buzzy.
Yeah.
Tribute to Guy Birdley.
The only reason I got into that song was because Jennifer Love Hewitt is in the video, And she's singing along to the words, and her breasts are shaking as she sings.
This is a woman who has captured America by storm. You can tell by
Two
the
good
response.
reasons for that, right?
Absolutely.
I maintain, woman's a 6.
America loves big, beautiful breasts.
Now, if she cleans herself up, perhaps she could climb up to an 8.
I would have liked to see her with the hair pulled back on the Regis and Kathy Lee show.
And I notice that you're now punctuating all of your comments by pointing the riding crop.
I believe that, it's been a long time. I believe the duck collar may have been the last prop that I ever had, but there's something about this that I just, I like bending it. This is the real deal. This, Rob, this riding crop is an authentic, real one, and it's very well constructed, and it's not a cheap toy.
As you put your hands all over it, I'd like to remind you that was against Lewis's skin.
Oh,
and
man.
You're smelling it.
It smells like root beer.
Hello. Root beer and cheese, right? Hello.
Hello.
Don and Mike show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Baldy.
Love the show.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Just want to let you know, you were talking about the lap dance and showgirls.
Mm-hmm.
They shot that at the Cheetah in Las Vegas, and I went out there a couple of months ago with a bunch of my buddies.
The Cheetah Club?
Yeah. And
all the cheetahs.
You can get a dance just like that in the movie in what they call the back room.
Well, thanks a lot. I think you've ruined it for a lot of guys right now.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don, how you doing?
Hey, Baldy.
Have you ever heard of artificial stimulation, taking a frozen banana with a condom and a girl said it'll drive?
Oh, slow down, please.
All I heard is artificial stimulation, girl
Condom,
with
banana.
Come on, slow down, please.
Taking a frozen banana
yes,
with a condom, using that as artificial stimulation. The girls say it drives them nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the cold temperature?
I'd love to hear if any listeners. I spoke to a girl personally, said it did.
Slow down.
Hold on.
Slow down. Take some breaths.
I think this guy's a member of the Beach Towel Club.
Okay, I've done it before.
Now, you're talking about taking a frozen banana,
yes,
putting it in a condom,
yes,
and then pleasuring a woman with that?
Yes.
And is it the temperature that has the desired effect?
Yeah, because she's used both without the temperature and with. She said she'd rather have a cold.
She'd rather have a nice cold one.
Oh, yeah.
And a woman has let you do this to her?
Oh, no.
No, I didn't think so.
Did she do it with a regular banana, too, that wasn't frozen? Wouldn't that be too mushy?
Oh, yeah, that's what she said. It just gets too mushy.
Well, yeah, that would follow.
Hard.
Yeah, but you've never done that.
No. I will be trying it.
Yeah, we'll probably.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, he'll be trying it. He'll be trying it when he closes his eyes at night.
Right. Hello. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Don and Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. I was just... about the temperature that you guys were talking, you probably know already this, but your wife is probably wrong by saying...
I've got a question. Is everyone that's calling the show now eating caramels? I'm just kind of curious, right? There's a second guy going...
Hello?
I was eating Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
All right, well, he was eating.
He was eating. I thought so.
Okay.
Anyhow, by your wife saying that the temperature of the oven, if you put something at a higher temperature, it would cook. It wouldn't cook quicker.
Yes.
That is. It's kind of not the same as lowering the temperature in the thermostat.
I believe I didn't detect the accent.
Yeah, it's Ahmed calling us.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hello. No, serious. If you lower your temperature in the thermostat, it's not going to get any cooler faster.
Right.
Really? Okay. Well, thank you. But my wife yells at me about that all the time. But I will still set the thermostat as low as possible.
Yeah, but you tell her she's wrong.
Tell her she's wrong. All right, you tell her she's wrong. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Come on, right. You try living with her.
The temperature of the oven would be not correct to do it that way.
Hello. I'll go home tonight and say, honey, some cab driver called and said you're wrong.
He said you're very wrong, and I was eating a Twizzler.
And, honey, do we have any bananas in the house?
Yeah. Freeze them up.
Hello.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a great Gentleman's Relish tape for you.
A Gentleman Relish tape?
Yeah.
Okay, is it something we can put on our airwaves?
It has been screened.
Where did the tape come from?
The two fat ladies.
Oh, the two fat ladies.
Oh, is this the tape that someone called us about
Yeah,
before?
that was me.
Oh, all right. Fantastic. Please let us hear it.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Here it comes.
All right.
This is great.
This will be worth it, I hope.
Now, what we're going to do is spread it with lovely Gentleman's Relish.
Yeah.
For breakfast. I love it for breakfast.
Hold on.
Great.
You got to rewind it and play it again, and we will try not to cackle so much through it.
Okay, hold on a second.
These are these two fat British ladies that have a food show.
Oh, they're funny. They really are.
So what is gentleman's relish in the context she's using it?
Probably a food stuff, I would think.
It's an anchovy paste.
Okay.
You bet it's an anchovy paste, Buzz. All right, let's hear that again, please.
Okay, hang on. Very, very old VCR.
God, this is great.
I got another one where they're talking about making coq au vin with an old cock.
Wait, that's brilliant to roll tape on those ladies. I didn't think they could give us so much.
All right, let's hear the gentleman's relish.
Okay, here we go. Hang on.
She likes it for breakfast.
Who doesn't, Buzz?
I'll just trim off some of these rather untidy bits.
I love the way they talk.
Now, what we're going to do is spread it with lovely gentleman's relish, which I adore. It's made of anchovies. And it's very good for...
How's that?
Hey, that's good. We need a copy of that. Say.
I'll make a tape of this for you. Do you want to hear the other one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hang on.
Sure.
They're great, those ladies.
Two fat broads.
The two fat ladies, yes, and they cook with lard quite a bit.
Oh, my God, they're obese.
They really are.
Imagine if they were in this room right now.
Oh, my God, it would be. I think it would smell like gentleman's relish in here.
Is it getting cooler in here? And
Feels
what does
like it.
gentleman's relish smell like, Mike?
It smells like anchovy paste, Don. Absolutely.
Very salty. Very salty.
Okay, here we go on the other one.
Is it me, or is it getting cooler in here?
Feels like it might be turned on.
Really?
Free-range chickens, because originally this dish was made with an old cock. Not an old hen, an old cock. Because they have the flavour. Not to put in an old cock, isn't there? Well, there's no use keeping one, when it's past its prime.
An old cock she's talking about, right?
Oh, yeah, like an old rooster.
That is great.
Listen, we got to get those tapes. Hold on. Where are you calling from?
Baltimore City.
Baltimore. Thanks for listening.
That's
hold
terrific.
On. Let me give you a prize. You send us those tapes, okay?
You got it.
All right, hold on a second, please.
Gentlemen, you spread it with lovely gentleman's relish.
I love it in the morning. Two fat broads. Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Yeah, is this Rob A or no?
Yeah, hi.
Okay, if I was just going to tell them, or Don and Mike, that a little nervous here.
Please hurry up. I've got many things to do.
All right, with Jennifer
very
Love
busy,
Hewitt,
busy
check
man.
out the movie Can't Hardly Wait.
What?
The movie Can't Hardly Wait.
All right, we're done. Let me tell you, as Rob A., my job is to screen out calls like this, and they are done talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt, okay?
Of course.
I've got lots of things to do, okay? Do you understand? I am Rob A., okay? I'm Rob A., so please don't call me again and bother me with such trivial details.
Okay, Rob A., I understand.
Thank you. Goodbye. Go away. I am Rob A. Say hey.
Sounded good, Rob A.
Thank you.
Sound even better on the radio.
Hang up now.
All right, my secret's out of the bag. All right.
I'm not even hip to the fact that it's you. Goodbye.
Well, that is the movie, buddy. Rob A.
All right, buddy. Right. Okay. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Hang up now. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don, how you doing, man?
Doing great, thank you.
Sure, you guys are hot today. Hey, I wanted to share something with you.
No S, Sherlock.
I wanted to share a technique in masturbation that I just came by on the internet.
All guys we're all supposed to react by going, oh, come on. But then again, everybody's ears perk up.
Yes.
This thing's called the Stranger.
And that's not all that perked up.
And you sit on your hand until it falls asleep, and then you masturbate, and it feels like somebody else is doing it to you.
Okay, great, thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Have a good
Let me see if I got that. You wait till your hand feels like ginger ale.
Yeah, right. You know what I think? Too much of a time commitment.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don, do you have the munchies?
Nope. Why don't you eat me?
There you go. Eat that. Hey, have your munchies. Eat that, my friend.
Don and Mike show. Hello.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Hello?
We have never really been able to decipher the origin of this sound.
Moo moo, coo coo. How you doing?
What?
I want the bus to come back to Florida.
Oh, come on, Pilar.
Knock it off, Pilar.
Oh, but you never believe that it's me.
Oh, come on. It's not even a real Pilar. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness, we got to do a break. We haven't done a commercial set for a
wait,
while.
I got a better name for Gentleman's Relish.
No, listen.
Number 3.
All right, that's not bad, but we're going to stick with Gentleman's Relish, though. Thank you. Bye-bye. So you get it. Number 1,
number 2, number 3.
Number 3. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
News, talk, and sports on FM. This is the Don and Mike Show.
Now, back to the Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
It was a celebration tinged with controversy for Jerry Seinfeld last night in New York as hecklers and protesters went shoulder to shoulder with Jerry's fans for an evening full of surprises.
It was really exciting. Really, really exciting. It was like being in a Roman Coliseum.
Jerry stepped up to the mic for his live HBO show in New York last night, wowing his audience. The stand-up did run into one problem, though. He was taunted by hecklers.
It was terrifying.
What happened?
I was not expecting that. I didn't understand you, sir. I was right the first time. I'm thinking, oh, beautiful. This is perfect. But it worked out fine.
Squeeze them like toothpaste and brush your teeth with their love. Don Geronimo and Michael Mara.
Thanks, Dude Walker. Don and Mike Show from good old WJFK in Washington, D.C. Thank you for listening to our show in Mobile, Alabama. On News Talk, WABB. Portland, Maine, Hot Talk, WZAN, and Hagerstown, Maryland, Hot Talk, great sports, Bobby. Yeah, baby. WARK. Hello.
Hello?
Don and Mike Show.
Hey, I was just thinking, since you're going to neuter your dog this weekend, or Friday.
Oh, no, hold on. That's been moved to Tuesday because the vet wants to make sure that the studio is clean and sanitary.
Oh, beautiful.
Right. And right now is really not the time to come down and do that test on the studio.
We were going to do that Friday, but he wants to come down and make sure it's clean, it's decent.
Well, don't you think you ought to get your dog a date before he loses it?
You mean get him one chance to...
Get him laid?
Yeah. I mean, we could do it on the internet. Okay.
Could do it.
Well, I'm sure we could do it on the internet. I'm sure there'd be lots of guys laying out on their beach towels wanting to see that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be another dog either if it was on the internet.
I would do that if any girl wants to have sex with my dog.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Right. Hello. Maybe Dennis Murphy would like to have sex with my dog.
Okay.
Hello. Cuckoo. Moo Moo. Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Don and Mike, how are you guys?
Hey, Baldy.
How you doing?
Great, thanks.
So it's still hot there, huh? In the office?
Yes, it's actually we just checked the temperature gauge in here, and the temperature in our studio 101.
101.
But since that girl called and put the ice cubes down her bra, we haven't bitched about it for nearly 30 minutes.
Not the hottest show we've ever done, though, as far as temperature. Do you remember the hottest show?
At Wava? Yes, I do.
No, actually, but the outdoors was the hottest show we ever did. That show that we did in Wichita was that was when we had flown in late the night before.
Right, yeah.
And I was trying desperately to relax on the aircraft coming in, so I wasn't feeling that well to start with. And it was the only broadcast that we've ever done where, as we walked out, and they had put a tent up in Wichita to compensate, and with the direct sunlight, it was literally, well, it had to be 105, 106 degrees there minimum, and I thought the lights were really going to go out. I really, for the first 10 minutes of the show, I said the lights are really going to go out.
Yeah, but it's maybe got a little better in here.
A little bit, yeah. It feels like something's happening.
So is it still stinking in there?
Yes, and listen, for all of Mike O'Mara's talk about how that back room smells like urine.
And Buzz Burbank, he's with me on that one.
Just let me say, for all of your talk about how foul it is,
Yes.
I noticed you were using that like as a library. You were sitting back there reading magazines during the break.
You know what I was doing? There was like Entertainment Weekly, Rolling Stone, and People Magazine. I was trying desperately to find a photograph of
Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Yeah, I desperately want to just get her picture in my mind.
She's a 6. Take my word for it. Her breasts are an 8 or a 9, but she's a 6. She's a 6. And Raymond's wife, everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody loves Raymond.
She's an 8. Oh, and Doris Roberts from Everybody Loves Raymond.
10.
Yeah, hands down 10.
Going away 10.
I asked her to sleep with me.
Yes, you did.
I really did when we were out there. And she laughed, but her publicist didn't laugh.
No, publicist didn't like it one little bit.
Hello.
Oh, God.
Don Mike?
Don and Mike show.
Yes, I was wondering if you called the biography on Jerry Seinfeld last night.
The biography? No. Did it mention that we hassled him during his show?
No, it did not, but in his biography, it mentioned the fact that his career was so successful because he didn't use any profanity.
Or was that on the A&E network?
And,
I mentioned that yesterday. He also said ass, and I thought he was doing it just for effect to show that, hey, I'm on HBO.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, when Lewis threw him out of his rhythm, who knows what was going through his mind.
Oh, and here's the Rob, I thought you just got out the tape of, here it is. Here's a tape of me with Doris Roberts.
Okay.
The mom from Everybody Loves Raymond. Oh, and we're going back out to CBS Television City in September.
Yeah, I hope we could spend the whole day with the cast of Everybody Loves Raymond.
I think we're broadcasting one day from the set of Everybody Loves Raymond.
That'll be fantastic.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Joining us now, Doris Roberts. And, I've seen you on so many shows.
I love this guy. Listen. Oh, my God.
And I love you too, Doris. And I want to ask you an upfront question.
Sure.
Would you consider having sex with me?
All right, that's enough.
Now, hold on. We're just
Come on, now listen.
We're asking. It's a legitimate question.
I'm not kidding.
The lighting was right and the spirit moved. Would you ever with this man?
Maybe
right
it was.
here?
Let me just say, that's why I love you, Mike. You are always there to back me up.
Sure.
I say to her,
legitimate question.
I say, will you have sex with me? And Mike looks her right down and goes, hey, legitimate question.
Right to the publicist. You know how I love publicists. I just like to raise my eyebrows and look at her. Legitimate question. Back off.
I phrased it another way.
Absolutely.
Would you ever consider going on a date with me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's two affirmatives, and she did answer the first question in the affirmative.
Please understand. I'm serious now. Don't be offended. I'm just being
She's
goofy.
not. She's not offended at all.
I'm not offended.
It's her
You know how
publicist
many
that I'm
offers
worried
I get
about.
at this age?
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Doris
Thank you,
Roberts.
Doris.
She was a very cool lady. Her publicist was very uptight, but Doris was very... And, at that point, none of us were the fans of that show that we are now.
We had never even heard of the show Everybody Loves Raymond. Now, we knew this Doris Roberts because she had been on some other television shows before.
And she is, anybody that's a fan of Everybody Loves Raymond, without her, that show would suffer. She is fantastic on that show.
So you say, I think the unsung hero of that show is the big doofy brother.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
They're all
great. In Swerve. What he sang last night on
to the baby.
Oh, God, that cracked me up.
Yeah, so that'll be a good trip when we go out there. I think we're doing one day from the set of Everybody Loves Raymond, and then I think we have to do another day where they're going to parade by all the lame stars for the doomed shows.
Oh, boy. We always enjoy that so very much.
But on the upside,
yes,
we're going to try to go to Dick Van Patten's house and play tennis with him this time.
Oh, boy. I hope we can pull that off. Play tennis with him and Mel Brooks.
Hello, it's Don and Mike show. Hello. Oh, boy. Oh, that's an awful car phone. Hello, Don and Mike.
Someone's eating something. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
Oh.
What are you eating?
A lollipop.
Oh.
It's a Tootsie Roll Pop.
Are you licking it?
I sure was.
How many?
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was next.
How many licks does it take to get to the middle of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
I lose track of counting.
How many sucks does it take to get to the middle of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
Lots and lots.
Do you ever get really impatient and bite down to get to the brown center?
No, of course not, because that could hurt.
Oh, okay, so you don't. You actually lick it.
I don't.
You lick it all the way down to the brown.
I never use my teeth.
You just grossed me out.
Thank you.
You said lick it all the way down to the brown.
Lick it down to the brown.
Okay, all right. I heard you the first time.
The brown Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. Lick it to the brown Tootsie Roll.
All right. I'm going to gross you out later. You just remember. You just remember, Mike.
You did a moment ago when that lady called with the smoothie. That worked pretty good on me.
Yes, hello.
Is it 106.7 in there yet?
It's 101 right now, baby.
101?
Yeah, that's a nice
Pretty hot and sweaty.
That's a nice local frequency reference you gave us there, though.
I could probably spend the next 3 hours of the show just listening to you eat that sucker.
Why don't you really work on it for a second?
Do you think Bill Clinton's hearing this right now and go, Monica?
Where is that damn intern?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Call anytime to eat your suckers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Or that was an all-day sucker.
Oh.
What if it was a dum-dum?
Oh, dum-dum pops, yeah.
Hello.
Used to get those at the dentist. How normal was that?
Yeah, right. Well, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the dentist loves that. That's why the dentist would give you candy to keep you coming back. Because you'd ruin your teeth like that.
Here you go. Here, hey, thanks for coming by. You had 8 cavities. Here's a dum-dum lollipop. Make sure you chew it in the car.
Either that or... I used to go to a dentist when I was a kid where you would open up a treasure chest, and you always got to take out some crappy little prize.
And they had like the big box of stuff.
Right, a prize that wasn't even of the caliber like of the junk in Tootsie Rolls. Right,
know, the real super cheap that he got in some catalog. But the dentist that I went to always dum-dum lollipops, and my doctor, free pack of cigarettes when you'd leave.
Hello, Don and Mike show. My dentist gives me a copy of Swank on the way out.
Hey, you know, you're talking about hot and sweaty, and that makes me think of Janine Garofalo. What's the update?
Janine Garofalo is major league pissed at me because I read her financial earnings statement on the air.
Is anything going to come of it?
She will probably, like everybody that gets mad at us, sue us. But other than that, no, I think my lunch with her is off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Understand that she may have served down a smoothie at that lunch.
From her corduroy pants.
And not that I want to inflate him at all, but kudos to Lutard.
Oh,
great.
Yes. He got,
all right, let's ixnay on that.
He got too much credit yesterday.
Right. Hello, Don and Mike show.
You know, really, when it comes right down to it, he's a common heckler.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Happy I can hardly contain myself.
Little Ren and Stimpy. You know, you don't hear much about Ren and Stimpy anymore.
I got you. I agree. Who are these people calling our show? Hello, Don and Mike.
Don, Mike, great show.
Thanks.
Hey, did you hear about the man who was making love to his wife out in California during an electrical storm?
No.
Sounds like a joke to me.
Oh, no, this is for real stuff.
Okay.
Anyways, he gets struck in the ass by lightning, right? And it fuses the two together. Well, anyways.
Wait a minute. This is an urban legend.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
This reminds. Hold on. I'll let you finish. I promise.
Okay, great.
I saw it during a football game this weekend.
Right.
I don't know which one it was. Maybe it was the Giants and the Bengals. A couple of guys on the offensive and defensive line. They butted heads.
Right.
And their face masks got hooked together. You know, like when kids with braces kiss?
Sure.
And so for 5 minutes, these two morons were going around the field like this with their heads together. And finally, the offensive guy figured out he took his helmet off. Right, and left the defensive guy still the helmet on and the other one hanging over.
I figured it out first. If I remove my helmet, you will be able to walk free, and I will be able to walk free.
All right, what did you want?
Oh, anyways, the guy gets struck in the ass by lightning. It fuses the two together.
Did you see this on a major news network, or did a friend of yours tell you this?
No. This is internet news.
Internet.
Right, okay, that doesn't count.
It's the true stuff, though. I
of course
that
it
over
is.
what I see on TV.
Hey, you know the big story that I saw in Sacramento, though, was all this tires on fire.
Oh, really?
Have you seen that? There are tires on fire.
Yeah, there's a huge black cloud of smoke.
They think it's going to be burning for over 2 weeks.
Oh, my God.
And there's now a huge black cloud of smoke that is over the Sacramento metro area.
Ooh, time for a picnic.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's horrible. Anyways, so the guy, he passes out. His girlfriend dies, and he vomits in her face when he wakes back up because it's disgusting.
Okay, hello, Don and Mike show.
That's internet-y.
And then it smelled like our studio. I bet that the burning tires smell like our studio.
You know, speaking of those L.A. TV stations where they have the copter, I guess they didn't have a car chase, so they flew right over a burning building, and it was the strangest thing I've ever seen. You see all these firefighters that are standing on top of a building, and they chop through the roof. And as soon as they chop through the roof, the flames shoot up, and they were just casually walking around on this roof, and it was amazing because I said, if you do that, don't you get more oxygen to the fire? Well, they said they were trying to cool the fire down so they could put it out. It didn't make any sense to me, but I was waiting to see if any of them would go through the roof, but it didn't happen.
Hot tongues of flame.
Licking at the building.
Hello. Don and Mike.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Saw something about Mary this weekend. Did you guys talk about that movie already? I mean, like...
Oh, come on, please. Hello.
Straggler.
Hello.
Stragglers.
Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don.
Gee, there's something about Mary. No, we haven't talked about that. We did talk about how great Private Ryan was, though. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Great, thanks.
You guys were talking earlier about using different stuff with your girlfriend.
No, we weren't. You folks were.
Yes, and why don't we just set the record straight? We have wives, okay? So we weren't talking about
and girlfriends
about using stuff with our girlfriends. Thank you.
Well, you know, at Christmas time when they have the big oversized candy canes.
I don't even want to. Don't tell me you've put that there.
No, well, not on me, it's my girlfriend. Yeah.
Goodness. All right, thank you.
Talk about mini fresh breath afterwards.
Bye-bye. Great candy cane.
I simply encourage him when I laugh, but I can't help myself.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Put it in a book so people know the rules.
Listen, there are these toe-tapping touch tones. Let's take caller 100 right now for a big, fat, hairy winner.
And let me give you a second on that.
At 1-800-636-1067. We'll give you something partially made out of plastic.
I'm gagging now.
And we'll qualify you for the next big $5,000 giveaway. Caller 100 right now.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
98.1 The Peak is WPEK, Seneca, Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson for news, talk, and sports on FM.
This hour's news on WPEK is being brought to you by BB&T. At BB&T, you can tell we want your business.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Look out, Virginia. The Don and Mike Las Vegas-style show is coming your way. Thursday, August 20th. Don and Mike are coming to Blackies and Lulu's of Springfield. The show starts at 8 p.m. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the raunchy fun. For directions, call 703-971-4200. It's the Don and Mike Las Vegas-style show. We'll see you there.
Oh, now, honey... meat is nothing to be afraid of.
Listen to them. It's a simple actor's trick. Don and Mike.
All right, here are the tapping touch tone. Yeah. Time for a caller 100. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hey, Baldy, your call 100.
No what?
On KVUL FM and AM.
Hey, anytime, man.
Right, got it. Thank you, my friend.
Sure.
Bonjour.
Hold on a second. Oh, about Louisiana. You know, we still haven't called the Saints, and we will do that in a second to find out about Ditka.
He raved out again, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in and you didn't know that, he had a profanity-laced tirade.
You know what? Let's do that right now.
Okay, good.
Let's call them now. But remind me, before we get done today, I want to read you all of the stuff out of the tabloids about Monica and Clinton.
Really?
Remember I told you that I saw on CNN that they had said last week that there was something about an abortion?
Right.
Well, it's right here in the Inquirer.
Inquiring minds want to know. And, of course, you know that everything in the Inquirer is true.
Abortionist, shocker. He's terrified he'll have to talk.
Right.
Then... here's an article about how she seduced him, about how they had sex.
Right.
And here's another article about how she put on strip shows for him.
Right.
All right?
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
But first, before all of that, Owen, we'll play some game today to give you a chance to win a prize. I'm not quite sure what it is. It will really depend how much time is left in the show. First, Let's call the New Orleans Saints training camp. Now, you would think that Louisiana is hot enough. These football coaches all want to go somewhere that's irrepressibly hot.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, you would think that it would be fine, especially down there in the bayou,
They don't stay in Louisiana, though. The New Orleans Saints go to Wisconsin for their training camp.
Well, maybe they're going for the opposite, actually, to make it cooler. That's where they're going. Because, I mean, Wisconsin, wouldn't that be cooler than New Orleans?
It's plenty hot in Wisconsin now.
Right. It's hot everywhere, I guess.
Yeah. It's hot in this room.
It's hot in this studio.
Hello?
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
All right, hold on.
And you know, it's just a few weeks ago we were talking to somebody from the Saints about Ditka's no swearing policy and how he's not going to say the F word. He's going to say praise the Lord.
No, he blew that.
He didn't do that yesterday.
Yeah, he lost it yesterday. He went ballistic. It was in all of the papers. He exploded.
And they say profanity laced.
Saints training camp.
Yeah, hi, listen, this is the Don and Mike radio show.
Uh-huh.
And we're doing a live show right now, heard in many parts of Louisiana.
How are you today?
Just great.
Listen, we're wondering about good old Ditka. When he exploded yesterday, can you tell us how many F-bombs he dropped?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was down in the basement answering the phone.
Well, see, there was during practice, apparently, Mike kind of lost it with one of the...
Excuse me, I'm running a switchboard. Just a moment.
Can we talk to somebody who could talk to us, please?
Mike, this is the Saints mascot. Of course, you know her, Bitchley. Bitchley Cowcorn. She is the mascot for the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, at least, ferry us over to somebody else there.
Yes.
Like that guy that we talked to last time. That was a great guy that we talked to.
I think before that we didn't get through to an actual front office. It sounded to me like, didn't the guy mention that he was an equipment guy or something like that with the Saints?
He was an underling, like perhaps one of the interns, but he enjoyed talking to us. That's all we want. We simply want conversation with people.
Earn the money we're paying you. You don't fool anybody, least of all me.
I'm Mike Ditka.
Get out there and practice.
You weren't on my list.
Yeah, that's what he said. You'll be gone anyway. Wow. I don't need you, never did need you. You were never on my list to be here anyway.
That's what he said to him. And then, of course, in between, there were hopefully lots of F-bombs. We're trying to get the information on that.
The F-bombs bursting in air. What's that? The Star Spangled Banner, right? Bombs bursting in air. The rockets' red glare. And the F-bombs bursting in midair.
It's the cotton-picking F-bomb. That's what it is.
Hello?
Now, she has left us on hold. How very, very rude.
Bitchley Cowcorn. Hello?
Doing a national radio program.
BCC. What's that from? That's from Misery, right? Or no, it's from Mr. Man. Bitchley Cowcorn?
Yeah, Bitchley Cowcorn's from Misery.
Misery, right.
That's right, because she's getting mad at him about the profanity bothers you.
Our studio smells something like, I think, like the inside of Kathy Bates' bra. It's like 100 degrees in here
the
today.
Swearing Paul.
There it is.
There, I said it.
The profanity bothers you.
It has no nobility.
These are slum kids. I was a slum kid. Everybody talks like that.
They do not.
Here we go.
What do you think I say when I go to the feed store in town? Oh, now, Wally, give me a bag of that effing pig feed and 10 pounds that bitchley cow corn.
Bitchley cow corn.
And in the bank, do I tell Mrs. Bollinger, oh, here's one big bastard of a check. Give me some of your Christing money. There, look there. See what you made me do.
And now that lady's answering the phones for the Saints.
That's amazing.
Hello.
Well, she's just abandoned us totally.
Hold on.
We want to get through to Ditka.
Ditka.
Play the swearing, Mike.
The swearing bothers you?
It has no nobility.
These players are slum kids.
I was a slum kid. Everybody talks that way.
Saints training camp.
Hey, it's us. You must have forgotten about us.
No, I'm answering a switchboard. I've got deliveries. Hold on
Hey,
one
hold
second.
it. No, put us on the PR.
Hey, Bitchley Cowcorn, hello.
Oh, that sucks. That is really lousy.
All right, hold on a second. Should I try Aaron Spelling?
Yeah, I don't know if that'll work with the New Orleans Saints.
Let me take it off the air.
All right.
Aaron Spelling is the guy that gets through to anybody. Oh, it's a different guy. Hello, hold on, please. Oh, it's a different guy now. Let's talk to him. Hey, hello, Saints?
Hello.
Hey, listen, this is the Don and Mike radio show.
We're trying to speak to somebody about Mike Ditka.
We're on the air right now. We'd like to know.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, we'd like to know when Mike Ditka had his obscenity-laced tirade yesterday.
Right.
How many F-bombs did he drop?
Tell you, he didn't say one F word. Andre Royal, the linebacker, was the only person who cursed, and you can see that on the tape.
So Ditka didn't use
Mike didn't say one curse word.
Oh, see, because the paper
says in the newspaper that Ditka did.
Yeah. Shouldn't have been reported that way. Andre Royal said quite a few curse words, but not Mike Ditka.
Oh, so what did? But Ditka obviously was hot, right?
Well, he was not in the best mood.
And he was kind of mad at Andre Royal because, I mean, first of all, he's a day late to camp, and secondly, he was shouting back at the coach, right?
Well, yeah, players who haven't practiced in a few weeks don't start fighting an argument with their head coach.
Now, when they were having this argument, was it right out in the practice field in front of everybody?
It was right after practice. Everybody was walking back to the locker room, and Andre Royal approached Coach Ditka.
All right, so, listen, first off, thank you for answering the phone. Who is that bitch that's on the switchboard?
Come on now, we don't have anybody like that here.
Oh, yes, you do. I mean,
she was nasty to us.
She called like 5 times. She kept putting us on hold. We just wanted to know the question that you answered. There were no F-bombs dropped. Is Mike Ditka still saying praise the Lord instead of the F word?
He probably doesn't even feel the need to even say the F word at any time, so I haven't even heard him say praise the Lord.
Well, we are aware of the fact that he wanted a kind of a no swearing policy when camp started, and we were wondering that during this altercation with the player whether there was any profanity used by the coach, and you're saying there was absolutely none?
I'm saying I wasn't there, but I saw the tape by both the TV stations who caught it on film, and I listened carefully to see if Coach Ditka said any curse words, and I didn't hear any.
Way to go, Iron Mike! Way to go!
All right, well, effing A, that means that the pool is still on then for when he's going to drop the first bomb.
We're waiting. We're just waiting.
Hopefully it'll be on air when he does.
Hey, who do you guys open up against? Who's your first game against?
The St. Louis Rams in St. Louis.
I bet you guys might win that game. Who's your second game against?
Carolina at home in the Dome.
When do you play San Francisco?
I don't think until week 5 or 6.
That's where my money would be, where the F-bomb will fall against San Francisco. All right.
You've been real nice. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys scrimmage the Cowboys tonight?
Tonight.
Yeah, watch out for the scissors. See you later.
Oh, okay.
All right, bye-bye.
See, now that's just like the last guy we talked to. And
I think that is the same guy that we talked to the last time, isn't it?
And how about that guy? I watched the tape, and I made sure the coach didn't use profanity.
Well, listen, go figure. The newspapers had it wrong.
Gee, that's unusual.
Since when do major newspapers print stuff in the newspaper that's not entirely true? All right, well, either way, there was a fight yesterday. If someone listening to our show in Louisiana has a tape of that from the evening news,
right?
Oh, we'd love to hear that. To go along with our tape with the 2 fat ladies talking about gentleman's relish.
We're waiting with bated breath on that one.
It'll be gentleman's relish when we come back because we'll read all the stuff from the tabloids about Clinton and Monica. Okay?
Hallelujah.
Okay, so we'll be right back and praise the Lord. More show coming up.
Good goat will do that. The Don and Mike Show.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don, what's up?
Hey, Baldy.
Hey, listen to this. I was listening to Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang Clan?
Yes.
Isn't that dirty old bastard?
Yes. And now listen to this. The last verse, it talks about you guys. It says Don and Mike. And I've had it here for like quite a long time, and I haven't had it.
No, he must be saying dynamite or something.
No, he said Don and Mike. I don't have the tape with me.
Why would dirty old bastard mention us? We don't even know him. As far as I'm concerned, the only dirty old bastard I know is Ken Stevens.
Nah, Don, listen.
What?
Maybe, since you guys' name is popular, familiar, Don and Mike, Don goes with Mike. So maybe he's saying it, for people to know Don and Mike. They're together like Don and Mike.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
What school do you go to?
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Baldy.
Say, last night before the news, you were going to call someone and get into something. It was really funny. I forgot exactly what it was. Do you remember?
Yeah. Oh, yes. It was the one poor schmuck that played Powerball with his friends for 10 years in a row, and then he dropped out right before they won the $200 million gazillion dollars.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
no, they should have given him a little slice of pie just to be nice to him. But
we'll call him. Thank you
I
for
got
the
one more thing.
Thank you for the reminder.
I got one more thing, Don.
Yes.
Did you see Daily Show last night? They had that Hello Gorgeous guy in there. He closed his shop up.
Oh, they had the guy on the Daily Show?
You know, there's a lot of bits that we do on this show that end up being on the Daily Show. You know who else I saw on there? You remember that lady we used to have on all the time? The singing psychic?
Oh, yeah, Fran Baskerville?
Right. They went out to her house and interviewed her. And listen, although I think it's
lady
good
with the guitar.
Yeah, it's good when we interview people like that.
Right.
It's better on TV because they just sit there and bust balls right to the people's faces.
What did she look like? What did Fran Baskerville look like? She looked like
hot.
Hot, yeah, right.
She had droopy eyes, I remember.
No, she kind of looked like the lady from Poltergeist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know.
There's evil in this house.
Yeah.
Hello, Princess Diana, talking to me in my dreams. Yes, sirree. And now I'm going to communicate with everybody. I'm waiting for Bob Hope.
Yes, I promise we'll call that guy today.
Okay.
The lovable
Thanks, guys.
loser. Thank you, my friend.
All right.
All right, but listen, first I want to read you this stuff about Monica and Clinton.
It's all over the tabloids. The tabloids have finally decided to really kick it into high gear.
All right, here's the first one. Monica's sexy White House strip shows. Okay.
All right.
Monica Lewinsky's favorite blue cocktail dress was lying in a heap on the floor when it was immortalized with a presidential seal of approval. The Star, that's the tabloid, has learned that the young White House intern had already taken off her dress when it was soiled during a tryst with President Clinton.
Stupid president.
Sources say that during the investigation, when Monica testified, she told of at least 4 sexual encounters with Clinton in which there was no physical contact after her clothes were off.
Dance for me, baby.
What, are you reading ahead?
Sure.
Her first invitation to the Oval Office came months after the 21-year-old Monica arrived at the White House as an unpaid intern. President Clinton made it clear from the start what he wanted. There were limits and rules. According to the sources, their secret dates began with hugging, kissing, and having petting, all while remaining fully clothed. It was then...
May I have that pen, Mr. President?
...that he and Monica would unclench, and she would perform a private strip show for the president. Clinton would watch and get excited.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
At those moments, the two refrained from touching each other. Right? Monica claims it was on one of those first encounters when
Stay over there.
her long-sleeved, high-neck dress, $50 from the Gap, was soiled about thigh level as it lay on the rug.
Oh, God.
Monica's testimony is said to jibe with that of a White House steward who says he cleaned up Clinton's small private study one afternoon. This explains why the president stuck to his story that he never had sexual relations with Monica. In his mind, he believes if they weren't touching in any state of undress, it's not technically sex.
So now is that all the activity? Is that what they're kind of indicating here?
According to the Star, listen,
you got a heck of a point there.
Well, yeah, you try to run that by your wife. Right? It wouldn't work for me. He was shopping at Monica's Gap. That's what he was doing.
His wife's not the problem.
Let's see. One informed source also tells the Star the special prosecutor has amassed an incredible 80 photographs of Clinton and Monica together at different functions. 41 Secret Service agents testified, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here's the National Enquirer.
Now, the National Enquirer, they've got a much more sinister story, don't they?
How I Seduced the President. And the quote, and it's got her big, fat, piggy face there.
Right.
I had sexual intercourse with Bill Clinton.
You know, they're all sitting there finishing their six-packs, and it's like, hey, we're not going to run it. Make it better than that. Make it thicker.
That's Monica Lewinsky's shocking claim. And she's revealed much more to friends about the twisted love story pairing her with the world's most powerful man.
You know, it just cracks me up. You know, the papers can write all they want, the regular legitimate newspapers, but when it gets to the Enquirer, they've just got a little more zing.
It's fantastic. The president invited Monica into his private office one night. They chatted for a while, and Monica noticed that Bill was making no secret of eyeing her body. She let him know with smiles and suggestions that she found him very attractive. She made more nighttime visits to the president's Oval Office.
Hello.
Then, sensing that he was coming on to her, she touched him, and soon they were kissing. She had oral sex with the president right there in the White House. It was the most exciting, intoxicating moment of her life. After that night, Clinton began calling her. Monica says she thought that he was genuinely interested in her.
I love you, I love you.
Yeah, right. She never considered herself to be a groupie or a bimbo.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a romance with the President of the United States. We had oral sex, and then we had sexual intercourse.
Now, we don't get the sources on this story, do we?
No, that's a quote. They're quoting Monica Lewinsky, but of course it's being told by some third party, right?
Right. We had sexual intercourse.
Monica claims she had intercourse with the president in his office.
Who are these people? Who are? Wouldn't you love to know? I'd love to know the sources.
She also claims that the Oval Office is the only place they ever made love. It was there, she claims, that the president stained her dress with his semen.
Of course he did. Well, that's a totally different story from the Star.
All right, then.
Star's actually sounds a little more legit.
Then I told you last week that I heard on CNN that they were talking about a possible abortion.
Right.
And here it is now in the new National Enquirer.
You know, I admire the way you're reading these stories in ascending order. In order of scandalous. That's good. Very good.
I'm a showman. A noted abortionist. How'd you like to be a noted abortionist? Not just an abortionist, but a noted abortionist. Noted abortionist. He's been questioned by Ken Starr.
Sure.
Amid reports that Monica Lewinsky had an abortion after taking her job as a White House intern. Eric Hara, who claims to be a friend of both Monica and President Clinton.
Of course.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, he's a noted abortionist.
Noted abortionist. That's what it says on his shingle.
And a good friend.
Sure.
He told the Enquirer that the investigators asked him 10 questions, including one that he refused to answer. The first 9 questions were about me and my background. The question I did not answer, to whether I assessed a certain individual to obtain an abortion in one of my facilities. I cited my constitutional rights. I feel very strongly I cannot verify any individual's identity.
Oh, please.
And a Justice Department insider told the Enquirer the Starr investigation has looked into the report that Monica has told people she had an abortion shortly after coming to Washington, taking a job at the White House.
He got me pregnant.
And that would be the last. Okay?
There's the tabloids' take on the current scandal.
So, believe what you want. Either he sat there by himself and enjoyed the strip show.
That's, if there was anything that happened, that one, that'd be a little plausible right there.
Or they had intercourse.
But boy,
Or it was,
terrible aim, though.
Coat hanger time.
Sorry about the dress.
Hello.
Buddy.
How
you doing?
Great, thank you.
Hey, David Kendall, who happens to be the president's lawyer for this whole mess?
Right.
He's also the lawyer for the National Enquirer.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
What have you seen him on?
This story is a little bit steamier.
Now wait a minute. Tell me you're not insinuating that the president's lawyer would be the source for the story.
Well, boy, it'd look real bad for the president if they tried to trash her in public, but it'd be real easy to trash her in the Enquirer.
Wouldn't you think? So what, is this guy like the guy that takes on celebrities when they sue the National Enquirer?
Yeah.
He defends the Enquirer?
He defends the Enquirer,
he's like their outside counsel.
Wouldn't you think that Clinton would like get another lawyer? Right?
Well, if you're going to defend against trashy stories, Clinton and Kendall seem to go hand in hand.
Yeah, but I don't think that there's any way that would be trying to trash Monica. There's no way. I mean, if anything, it looks bad for the president, too, all this crap in the Enquirer.
That's true. Clinton is a pretty stand-up guy.
Hey, what does the noted abortionist have to say?
Noted abortionist.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? And does it say that on his business cards?
Here you go.
Noted abortionist.
All right, let me give you my
Rob
card.
Spiewak.
Let me give you my card. I'm a noted abortionist.
Noted abortionist Charles Broyhill.
Call me.
Hello. Makes it taste better. Hello, Don and Mike. Hello.
Speak to us.
Shoot, we had someone there who said they worked at the White House. I know that they really didn't work at the White House.
Yes, now panic has set in.
Hello.
To us. Shoot, we had someone there who said they worked.
Yeah. All right, see. All right.
Panic. Either the little scam or the little charade. They finally, at the last second, they pulled the plug. Unlike Lewis.
All right.
Who are these people?
Well, there you go. There's the latest. That either he was, pleasuring himself and watching or poking her, or she had an abortion.
So 6 days until he goes, before the prosecutors, right?
Yeah, baby.
Boy, that's going to be interesting. And then after that, I think that's it. Then we're going to find out. They're going to send all the information to Capitol Hill.
Oh, is that right, Buzz?
All the key people will have spoken at that point. They'll be done.
How do we get that? How do we get that on this show? You know, it's going to be, since it is a satellite broadcast, right? Since he's doing a closed circuit thing, he's going to be in the Oval Office and all the people are going to be watching him.
Right.
Aren't they worried that in today's modern technology and all the gizmos that someone like couldn't just point their satellite dish at the White House and pick it up?
For some reason, I'm picturing in my mind now that answer me these questions 3. That guy with like a handheld dish receiver.
Right, some guy that works in a comic book store or something, right?
Look at this. I am privy to the closed circuit feed of Clinton going to the grand jury. All his answers will be mine now.
Wonder if that'll be available on channel 402 on DirecTV.
Certainly hope so. After 11:30, though.
Yeah. Hot Clinton.
Yeah, with the little flame going up in the right-hand corner.
Hello there, Don and Mike show.
Can I speak to Don and Mike?
Yeah, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello. Do you know that Jerry Seinfeld thing where he says the people on Comedy Central?
Pardon me?
The mumbles? What'd you say there?
You really have to work on your diction.
Is this the guy that works at the White House?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, now you were starting to say something about Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes, you know the...
Turn your radio down, please. It'd be easier for you to concentrate on forming the words.
All right, you know the Who Are These People?
Right, who are these people? Right.
On Saturday Night Live. That was on last night on Comedy Central.
What?
What are you talking about?
Where he says that.
He says that all the time, you dope. That's like his crutch.
That's his signature bit. Who are these people?
Right. Okay.
My brain's swelling.
Thank you very much.
Who are these people?
Oh, my God,
These
it's pressing up against my skull.
Are our listeners, and we will be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
It's the...
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Now, back to the Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
This is Entertainment Tonight for Monday, August 10th, 1998. Hope you had a great weekend, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Bob Goen.
And I'm Mary Hart. Thanks for joining us. It was a celebration tinged with controversy for Jerry Seinfeld last night in New York as hecklers and protesters went shoulder to shoulder with Jerry's fans for an evening full of surprises.
I always go in the airplane bathroom. Even if I don't have to go, I got to go in there. It's nice. It's like your own little apartment on the plane, isn't it? It was really exciting. Really, really exciting. It was like being in a Roman Colosseum.
Jerry stepped up to the mic for his live HBO show in New York last night, wowing his audience. The stand-up did run into one problem, though. He was taunted by hecklers.
It was terrifying.
What happened?
I was not expecting that. I didn't understand you, sir.
Lewis.
Right the first time. I'm thinking, oh, beautiful. This is perfect. But it worked out fine.
While the out-of-line audience members were removed from the theater, Jerry's otherwise adoring fans had high praise for the comic.
It was unbelievable. It was everything I expected.
Right. Broadcasting from between two pillows, the Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Buzz.
Yes, Don.
Never mind. Yeah, so last night, there we are, the lead story on Entertainment Tonight.
Boy, I tell you, Lewis made the big time.
But as always with this show, what's the curse of this show? We get on TV, we send a guy to yell out our names on Jerry Seinfeld's show, and nobody wants to give us any credit for it.
Absolutely not. It's simply a heckler, which is really what he is. Lewis is basically a common heckler.
Here's what it says in today's Washington Post. Tom Shales. Tom Shales, a guy who, all right, we don't agree with him all the time.
We agree with him most of the time.
But listen, he's a guy that's been on our show. Whenever we have a burning TV question, we're able to call Tom Shales. He's one of the few journalists that take our calls and come on the show.
Wonderful on the show when he comes on, too, and he's got interesting things to say, and we like what he has to write about TV.
Now, isn't it pretty clear that Lewis is yelling out Don and Mike, Jerry?
Well, it speaks for itself.
Okay, listen.
I didn't understand you, sir.
All right, so Tom Shales is writing actually a pretty good review. Kind of echoed what we thought about Jerry Seinfeld's show. You know, without the help that we gave him. Sure. You know, without the heckling, a pretty lousy show. Same lame jokes, and he kind of just he sleepwalked through it. Right. Yeah. So here's what Tom Shales writes today. You get the feeling you weren't seeing Jerry Seinfeld, the comedian, TV star, rather Jerry Seinfeld, chairman and CEO of Jerry Seinfeld Incorporated. The audience provided its own surprises. About midway through the show, bellowing hecklers in the balcony interrupted and seemed to unnerve Seinfeld completely. He didn't have a witty comeback for the loudmouths, who sounded like plants from aging prankster Howard Stern's equally aging radio show.
Tom Shales, get with the program.
What is he saying here, Tom? Let's get Tom Shales on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, tell him it was us.
Right.
It was our guy.
Hey, give us our props, Tommy.
Please. I mean, give props where props are due.
For goodness sakes. And last night on Entertainment Tonight. Okay, you're wondering how I thought it would play out? Here's how it should be. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm Mary Hart. Two crazy disc jockeys sent an intern to get their names screamed on national TV. Then you'd hear that, and they'd come back, and she'd go, you know Bob, or whoever the co-host is now, Bob, they have a certain charm. They had a certain sexuality. I think that a network should get them right away for a sitcom.
You were dreaming again, weren't you?
Yeah, of course I'm dreaming.
Yeah, you heard that story and then went to bed and had that nice little dream about us getting our own sitcom.
Right. Not going to happen. We can't even get props when we send a guy to screw with Jerry Seinfeld.
All we can do is send a lousy heckler up there and we don't get props for it.
Some other guy gets our great publicity.
Boo!
Great publicity. Hello there, Don and Mike. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to say that on the Seinfeld thing, you could not understand what the guy was screaming, and if...
Oh, honey, hold on. Listen to this. Listen to it. Please listen. Lewis was virtually on microphone.
I listened to it last night. I saw it on TV, and I listened so hard both times, and you could still not understand.
Listen right now.
Out of context.
Hold on. Listen to the tape that I'm going to play you that we recorded right off home BO, okay?
Okay.
Listen to this. Listen, please. You couldn't tell that?
I can tell now. I could not tell when I saw it on the news last night. And being a huge fan of yours, it was out of context.
You know, as far as we're concerned, you know, we've had this done before, and it's the clearest we've ever heard.
Yeah.
Really?
You know, I mean, when you go back to the Whitney Houston concert.
Oh, that's Rob Grippy was like...
Rob Grippy was like...
Goes, oh, yeah, I love you, too.
He was back in the restroom when he delivered that.
And listen, that's the clearest shot that we've ever had.
Yeah, I think it was the Jerry whiny thing on the end that kind of messed it up.
So are you saying Lewis didn't deliver the way he should have delivered?
I think that Lewis did a wonderful effort.
A wonderful effort.
Yes.
Okay, that's the first person who is... You know, we've gotten a lot of calls about Lewis.
Very complimentary calls. Listen, I still think... You know, he's a retard, but he did a fantastic job.
Absolutely. I mean, the psycho paid off for us.
I mean, I thought he did it as perfectly as he could. It's just that the Post and the USA Today and Entertainment Tonight, they just won't give us our props.
I think it's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, I hung up on you, lady. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, I was listening to the radio Sunday. I was channel surfing, and a local radio station had some sort of newscast on, and they made reference to the Don and Mike Show and that the heckler was from the Don and Mike Show.
Really? Well, somebody gave us props. Where are you calling from?
Kansas.
Oh. So just our luck again. Somebody does mention us, but it's a station in Kansas.
In Tornado Alley, they know exactly what happened. We got our props in Tornado Alley.
In Kansas.
The news blew in.
The news blew in.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice that he knows.
I'd like to know.
Right. Well, that's still not going to get us a sitcom, is it? Thank you.
Very hard.
Thank you, my friend.
A sitcom.
You know, Bob, as I watch them, I keep thinking, wouldn't they be great on a sitcom where they're working on an assembly line at a factory or something?
I couldn't agree with you more, Mary. Those two have star potential.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don, Mike, how you doing, guys?
Hey, Baldy.
I just wanted to, you played the tape yesterday, I believe, with the Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And if you played it further, it did, some guy got up and said Baba Booey, so they're probably just giving credit towards Stern because they knew who he was giving.
Listen, we had a guy call us yesterday. We have the whole tape where the guy says Baba Booey, but that was off mic and almost a third comment because Lewis says, Dynamite Jerry, Dynamite Jerry. Then he says, thank you, Jerry.
And then it kind of filters away, and there's a little bit more. But those are like after heckles.
Right.
Those are like aftershocks in an earthquake. They're after heckles.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we got the 4.9 on the Richter scale.
Yeah, and then those little tiny tremors afterwards, they don't count. But the papers and Entertainment Tonight didn't give us our props.
But you give me the phone number of Entertainment Tonight. That would be a great call to make. Hello, Dynamite Show. I remember when Teshy used to be the host of that show. That's the guy that we used to be able to have a dialogue with. We could call him up and at least bitch at him about that show.
Before he became the music man, we'd actually speak to him on the set of Entertainment Tonight.
Do you remember the last time we called him when he was leaving the show? Mm-hmm. And it's like he wasn't going to take the call, and then we told the secretary who it was, and he picked up the phone right away because he knew we were going to just bust his chops.
He said something like, what do you guys want?
Teshy, baby.
Teshy was a good guy.
Hello, Donna Mike.
Hello?
He had one big-ass forehead, though. Hello?
Donna Mike.
Yeah.
Radio Gods.
Hi there.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I got something good for you. You know the good old local yokel hick you guys called from West Virginia yesterday?
Yeah, the guy that had the topless car wash.
I called the guy up. Dude, he was totally in the dark. Because I'm originally from West Virginia, but I live over here in Woodbridge right now, all right?
He was totally in the dark about what?
First he thought it was a prank phone call.
You didn't think it was a real radio show calling him?
Second, he was appalled when I told him that your guys' names really wasn't Nipples and Anus.
All right. Thank you. He was appalled, huh?
That's just another West Virginian taking care of his own.
All right. Let's call Entertainment Tonight, Los Angeles.
I just want you to know there was a disc jockeys named Don and Mike. You might have heard him on that Jerry Seinfeld special.
They've just finished taping the show.
Well, maybe they'll get it on tomorrow's show. Or they could break in, maybe. How do you know what time they tape that show, Buzzy?
They tape it at 2 Pacific every day.
How do you know that?
I think they told me when I interviewed them once.
I'm amazed at stuff you know, Buzz. Yes, hello, Entertainment Tonight. This is Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara, and we're doing a national radio show right now.
Uh-huh.
Listen, here's why we're calling. Last night, the lead story on Entertainment Tonight was about the heckler, Jerry Seinfeld.
Uh-huh.
Right? And that guy was from our show.
Okay.
And what he yelled out, and it's very audible, what he yelled out was, Don and Mike, Jerry.
It's very, very simple, and we were kind of disappointed that Entertainment Tonight didn't make note of that.
I mean, we don't care if you say that we're jerks and that we shouldn't have sent a heckler up to his show. It's like, what's the point if you guys aren't even going to mention our names? So could you please mention our names tonight?
I will pass it along, and hopefully, I don't know, because we've already sent out the feed for the East Coast.
No, maybe tomorrow night.
So maybe tomorrow.
Let me talk to, who's that puppet head that does the show with Mary Hart now?
Bob Goen.
Bob Goen.
Let me talk to him, please.
Hold on.
Thank you.
You know, we had a good relationship with John Tesh, and now perhaps with Bob Goen, we can have the equal. I wonder if he plays the keyboard.
Bob Goen. He's got like that fake anchor guy hair.
Great teeth.
Yeah.
Probably store-bought. Yeah. Yeah, see?
See?
Store-bought teeth, see?
Fake teeth, see? Fake chopper, see? See?
Say.
Hello?
And Mary Hart's been doing it, what, 30 years now she's been doing that show?
Seems like it.
She got some fake stuff on her, I bet.
Smoking.
We used to have a tape of Mary Hart doing her Vegas show. And she sang, you know the song by Boston? Smoking,
right.
Smoking. That was the song that she sang, like with a big band version of it.
Smoking. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah, it wasn't smoking.
It was smoking.
S-M-O-K-I-N, apostrophe. It's S-M-O-K-I-N-G. Smoking. Hello?
Because she's got that Miss America thing happening. Was she a Miss America? Or was she a contestant?
I think her mouth was.
She contestant from Oklahoma, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the Vish mouth.
If you want to be a successful contestant, you have to have a name like Kaylani. Kaylani Ray Money Wani Money Boo Boo.
Wait, you got some phone numbers in this phone book of yours, Rob?
Yeah.
Rob had the Entertainment Tonight phone number here,
sure.
and I'm just going through his phone book right now.
Here we go.
It's incredible. Dr. Joyce Brothers, Linda Blair, Red Buttons, Bellamy Brothers, James Brown, Max Bayer Jr., George Carlin, Robert Conrad, Sean Cassidy, Connie Chung, Disneyland, Charlie Daniels, Dan Deerdorf.
I'd like to point out.
Ronnie Lynn Riley at Entertainment Tonight. Please leave a message and I will return your call. If it's important, you can page me at 1-800.
I just seen a number I'd love to call.
Thanks.
Ditka's mother.
You may start your message now.
I forgot we had her phone number.
0 to return to the attendant.
Yes, hey, Entertainment Tonight. How you doing? This is the Don and Mike radio show.
Hi there.
Listen, we're so pissed at you guys. Last night when you did your lead story about the heckler at the Jerry Seinfeld show, I'm sure you remember, here it was. Right, listen, that guy was from our show. His name is Lutard.
Yeah, and he was shouting our names out, Don and Mike. We thought it was very audible, but no one mentioned that on Entertainment Tonight.
I realize that, like, people don't take credit, like, for drive-by shootings and terrorist bombings, but we would like to take credit. That was our heckler.
Yes.
Okay?
We he did the heckling, but we kind of, we consider him our own.
And I know that Entertainment Tonight is very concerned that they're putting out a good product, so if you wouldn't mind, on your lead story on your next episode, would you please announce Don and Mike?
Yeah, any time during the entire program that you want to throw that in there, we sincerely appreciate it.
That was our heckler.
He was our guy.
He was on Don and Mike. Jerry!
Yeah, he wasn't up there just rambling, even though he did that at the end of his heckle, but Don and Mike, it was very distinct.
Right,
you could hear it.
See, listen to it again now. Don and Mike, Jerry! Plain as a bell to me, plain as the nose on your face.
Yeah, and he only goes into that little, cheetah squeal at the very end.
Mike, Jerry!
There he is at the end.
Yeah. All right, so, thanks. Thanks. And,
thank you so much.
My best to Mary and to Puppet-Head with the big teeth.
Bob Goen. Going my way.
We got to be going now. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Right, they're not going to give
Is Leonard Maltin still on that show?
I don't know.
He was always a personal favorite of me. Great lapel pins.
I hate that guy. I hate that little fruit. He wouldn't know a good movie if it bit him in the ass.
Hi, I'm Leonard Maltin with my big wide eyes.
Have we ever called Mike Ditka's mom on the show?
Remember she was having chicken and mixed vegetables for dinner.
That's right. We asked her what she was having for dinner.
She was rude.
Listen, let's do a break, and we'll come back, and we'll call Mike Ditka's mom, and maybe a couple other numbers out of Robbie Bobby Boo's phone book.
Excellent.
And more so. Oh, and the toe tap and touch tones. We better do that right now. We'll take caller 100. And there they are, spurting out of your radio-making an Oogie Clinton-like mess.
Hi there, how are you?
We'll take call 100 right now, give you something partially made of plastic, qualify you for the next big free money show, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow when somebody wins $5,000 all at once.
Dance for me, please.
Call number 100 at 1-800-636-1067.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
No, and it was a blizzard, and so the little girl reminded him that hey, you prayed to get some extra time to study for the
Jimmy Johnson
test, and made him go up there and study, and he got him a 59, which was a failing grade, but then the teacher gave him a 60, and he passed the 4th grade.
I am the thing from Uranus.
Time for more great skits. Here's Don and Mike.
Yeah, baby. All right. There you toe tap and touch toes. And caller 100 right now. Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, you're the winner.
Great.
You are the big fat hairy winner. What is your name?
Michael Madison.
Michael, where you from?
Fort Washington, Maryland.
Mike, you won a pair of tickets to see There's Something About Mary.
Terrific.
We love that movie. Oh, and you've also won the Planet of the Apes 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition video set.
Oh, the video set. All the Planet of the Apes movies.
And you get to go to the Planet of the Apes breakfast at Planet Hollywood.
Wow. That's going to be big fun. Don't you get to have your picture taken with an ape?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's ape-rific, and that is all courtesy of, I guess, the monkeys. And listen, you've also qualified now to win $5,000 that we're going to be giving away on the show 2 weeks from tomorrow. One person wins $5,000, courtesy of Advantage Title. Sure hope it's you, so make sure you listen, my friend.
Thank you, I will.
And thank you for listening to our show every day on WJFK.
Michael Madison.
We have a couple of Vegas-style shows coming up.
Yes, we do.
We got one next Thursday. We are going to be at Lulu's /Blackie's. That's in Springfield, Virginia.
Oh, it's going to be a Lulu of a show.
With a Las Vegas-style show, raunchy, quadruple X-rated, all the stuff you love.
You're going to love it.
And then on the 26th, another live Las Vegas-style show, this time at Ocean City, Maryland, when we hit Secrets on Coastal Highway.
With plenty of fun beach style.
So we've got 2 Vegas-style shows coming up. My dog Max will be getting neutered on the show. We've had to move that to accommodate the veterinarian. That's next Tuesday, the first ever live on-air dog neutering. And next Monday, it's our annual Elvis is Dead show.
Yes, with plenty of tributes to the king.
Yeah, and we'll have a special guest, the guy who's written the new book about Elvis, the guy that says Elvis had an uncontrollable foot odor problem.
That's the latest. And, every year it's something new with Elvis. You think, being dead this long that he wouldn't still give, but he still keeps giving and giving and giving.
Yeah. And the air conditioning has finally been fixed. I know that 3 hours ago we were bitching about it. Do you know in the last 3 hours... the temperature in the studio has gone from 103 to an almost comfortable 74.
Oh, it does feel nicer in here. As a matter of fact, with that fan blowing on me, I'm a little chilly right now, as a matter of fact, so it means it must be working properly.
So thanks to the guys up on the roof who have fixed the air conditioning today. Okay, we got the Vegas shows, dog neutering, Elvis is dead. Okay, now, Mike Ditka did not drop the F-bomb yesterday at Saints practice. We found that out earlier today.
No, that's right. And the guy said he didn't use any. It was the other guy. It was the player that was giving him all the profanity.
When we were just calling Entertainment Tonight, I didn't even realize I'm going through Rob's phone book, back from when Rob was the producer of the show.
Right.
Sorry about that, Rob. We have Mike Ditka's mother's phone number.
Oh, good. Let's give Mrs. Ditka a call. We can maybe find out what she's eating for dinner, which we did the last time we talked.
Chicken.
Chicken and vegetables.
Chicken before. We can ask her if...
New Praise the Lord thing. We can ask her if she likes that.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Ditka?
Uh-huh.
Hello, this is the Don and Mike radio show.
We're doing our little show right now. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine.
Listen, we're one of you. Just have 1 second to talk to us about Mike. We're huge fans of your son.
Oh, thank you.
And we've been reading in the newspapers that he's not cussing anymore.
We wanted to get your feeling on that. Are you happy about that?
Well, I'm very happy about that.
Has he spoken to you about that?
Yeah, and I even talked to him this morning because I heard he did cuss, and he said he didn't.
Listen, that's exactly why we were calling. We read the same thing in the newspaper today, that it said Mike Ditka had an obscenity-laced tirade.
And then we called the Saints, and the guy that had reviewed the tape said, no, he didn't use any profane language at all when he raved out, so he was telling you the truth.
That's right. He told me that this morning. He said the player was telling to him, but he said he didn't use any, so.
Well, good. I know you're always proud of your son.
I know I am.
Are you more proud of him now that he's not dropping the F-bomb and the S-bomb and all those other bad words?
Well, yes, but I'm proud of him anyway.
He's a good guy.
Being a coach, I seen right on television during games, coach uses, other coaches saying that word, so it must come with the job.
Comes with the job. And how do you think the Saints are going to do this season?
We're going to go Super Bowl.
Super Bowl,
really?
And, I think the last time we talked to you, we asked you what you were having for dinner tonight. What are you having for dinner tonight?
We had stuffed pork chops.
Pork chops. And do I hear the cable on? Are you watching the cable?
Yes, I have the TV on.
What are you watching?
The news.
Hey, did you watch, Mrs. Ditka, did you watch Jerry Seinfeld the other night when he did his last show ever?
I seen it the first time. I didn't see it,
Well, she didn't see it.
When he was on HBO Sunday night?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see that?
You can't play cards and watch.
Were you playing cards?
Yes.
Were you playing cards now, or were you playing cards Sunday night?
Sunday night.
Sunday night you were playing cards.
Did you win?
No.
No. Do you usually win?
Sometimes.
Are you as competitive as your son?
I hope to be.
Does your son dislike New Orleans as much as it appeared in that magazine? Did you read that magazine article?
Yeah, but he didn't really say it. I was in New Orleans, and it isn't the cleanest city in the world.
Mrs. Ditka, I must tell you something. We've been there also.
Yep.
And I've got to agree about the smell.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty down there.
I know this. Well, first of all, you're down Bourbon Street. There's so many people, and it's so crowded, and it is a mess.
Yes, it is. And how often, if you don't mind me asking, how often does Mike call his mommy? How often does Mike Ditka call you?
Oh, maybe. Well, I say once a week, but now if he didn't call me, I called him. I called him this morning. As soon as I seen that in the paper, I called him.
So you chat a couple of times a week?
Well, I'd say once a week.
Once a week.
I mean, during the season. Well, right now it's up there, and he called me 3 times since he's been up there. That's all.
Mrs. Ditka, you should tell your son that Heath Schuler is a big load. That he should stop wasting his time with Heath Schuler. That guy's never going to make it. Has he ever mentioned anything to you about Heath Schuler?
No.
No.
He doesn't talk football with you, huh?
Oh yes, we talk football, but I didn't even. I don't know who the other quarterbacks are, so I don't know.
All right, so you're just like an average fan.
He's got some quarterback with 3 names, right? Isn't it Billy Joe or
Tolliver.
Bobby Joe or Betty Joe?
I think it's Billy Joe Tolliver, isn't it?
Billy Joe Tolliver.
Yeah, I know. Who was pretty good at the end of the year last year. Yeah, I watched football.
Did your son buy you that dish? Oh, it's Billy Joe Hobart.
Billy Joe Hobart.
That's who it is, yeah.
Did your son buy you a dish so you can watch all the Saints games?
No. I usually go down there a lot in the fall and during the season.
Oh, you go to a lot of games?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Okay.
All right. Well, Mrs. Ditka, thank you for talking to us. And are you going to, last question, are you going to hold your son to the no cussing promise this year?
Well, I hope he keeps it up. I mean, he'll try.
All right, well, good. As long as he's going to try. And, you're always, we talked to you once before, you're very nice to talk to, and we wish the Saints a lot of luck this season.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck on that Super Bowl thing.
All right.
Okay, bye, Mrs. Ditka. Bye-bye. Oh, hey, she was an effing nice lady.
I'll tell you right now, I forgot to ask her if Michael likes the stuffed pork chops, too. Damn.
So she calls him up. She goes, son, these 2 DJs called me to ask me if you dropping the F-bomb and the S-bomb.
Give me their names, Mom. I'll find them.
She goes, don't worry, son. I lied and told them you're not cussing anymore. And they throw their heads back and laugh. I effing love you, Ma.
I like Mrs. Ditka.
Me too.
She's a nice lady.
Yeah. Wonder if she looks anything like Mike.
We'll say a prayer that doesn't happen.
We'll be right back.
I don't get it.
Always obeying at least 70% of the 10 commandments.
Right.
Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
7 out of 10.
That ain't bad.
Listen, we're going to have to amend that tape because we very briefly earlier in the show started rating women.
Yes, we did. We had a very interesting discussion. I forgot how much pleasure I derived out of those discussions.
Yeah, we used to rate women all the time, and then, like always, you people did it so much that we had to take the privilege back.
You abused the privilege, and then we started doing it again because it is so much fun.
Maybe tomorrow we'll devote a segment to rating women, because there are some women I'd like to change my rating of,
Really?
like Cameron Diaz. Although I still think she has like a moon pie face. Yeah, she got the Vish round face. She got a Jerry Mathers face. That's what she got, the big round face.
Yeah, you don't like pie-faced women. It took a long time for you.
Pie-faced women.
You do not. It took a long time for you to warm up to Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I remember that for a long time you didn't like her. You called her skillet face.
I still don't like it when she has her hair all pulled back. But I'm going to come around.
Ellen Barkin was another one that we used to argue about where you didn't think she was hot.
She got the Joker mouth. That's what she got. And she's also got the big skillet face, too.
See, I think Cameron Diaz has the Joker mouth, too. She really has kind of the welcome to the House of Wax.
New and improved Joker products.
New and improved Joker products.
But anyway, my rating on Cameron Diaz has probably gone up.
I think she's a good actress, which, I mean, believe it or not, in Something About Mary, I think she pulled it off beautifully. I thought she was funny in that movie.
I don't rate women on their acting talents.
I know you don't.
Just on how they fill out their sweaters and if they're
the second time I've done that.
Pretty or not.
Because but I let it enter into the equation after seeing Something About Mary. I think Cameron Diaz went from probably, in my book, a 7 to a good solid 8 after that. Yeah.
I think I would have before rated her about a 5, and I think I would give Cameron Diaz now maybe a strong 7.
A strong 7, that's very good.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. She is a 6, man. I don't care what you guys say.
Wow.
7 of 9 from Star Trek. Now, please don't be confused by that, because that's a character on Star Trek. She's Borg, 7 of 9, since they don't have any names or anything.
Baby Spice.
She's a solid 8. Baby Spice, Mike, still a 5.
I'm going to give her a 4.
Still a 5.
Because I'm looking at this magazine cover right now, and I've seen them interviewed so much since they started that tour without the ginger spice, and they've got that British teeth thing happening. They really do.
Raymond's wife, she's an 8, man.
An 8, right.
Everybody
Solid
loves
8.
Raymond?
Right.
Right. So maybe tomorrow we'll spend some time rating women. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey.
All right, hold on a sec. Here's a good one. Uma Thurman.
Oh.
Uma Thurman.
A 9.
Well, listen, who asked you? Uma Thurman, sir.
Put me online, dude.
Let me fill you in. Uma Thurman, she got a big nose.
Yep.
She got a big-ass forehead.
You got a picture of her there?
Right here. All right, she got a nice rack. She has a nice body.
That's a terrible picture of her.
Uma Thurman is a 6.
I give her an 8. Another 8. Right up with Cameron Diaz.
No, she's a 6. And now that I think about it, if Jennifer Love Hewitt is a 6... maybe Uma Thurman is a high 5. High 5!
High 5.
Hello. Yeah, what did you want to talk about?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is Charlie Stossel related to that guy John Stossel on ABC?
Yes, they're kissing cousins.
Yeah, they look, actually, when you see a picture of John Stossel, or you see him on the TV, you actually just take away his hair, and he looks exactly like Charlie Stossel.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, my friend.
Hey, my name's Artie. I'm up here from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, you sound like you're from the Carolinas with that accent.
Well, I'm an import to the Carolinas.
Audi 5000.
I live in Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama.
How are you? I'm from the deep south.
My name is Audi Farfignugan.
Well, I just wanted to call you and tell you guys that I really like your show. I mean, you know Howard Stern, but you're damn close.
Artie, thanks so much for the call. We appreciate it.
Right, thank you. Hey, Artie, Audi, whatever your name is, F you and F your families, okay? Take that back to the Carolinas with you.
Artie!
Hello, Don and Mike.
Yeah. Hey, my wife wants to come in there and mud wrestle with her friend.
She wants to come into our studio and mud wrestle?
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be fine with me. Where do you live?
In McLean.
McLean, Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Okay. Can I talk to Don?
Duh. Duh.
Just bring your own mud.
We can make some.
We do.
Hello, Don and Mike.
You have got to be kidding me. You're rating Cameron Diaz that high.
Yeah, I am rating Cameron Diaz that high.
You're a smart man. You're a right-thinking American, sir. She's a high 5 at best.
She is so strong. She is so strong. You got to put the whole equation together. You got to put the body and the face together.
Okay, and that's why she comes out at a high 5.
Oh, she is a strong 8.
Yes, Rob?
Have you seen Diaz when she's not all prettied up?
No.
Beware.
Biggest, roundest moon pie face I've ever seen in my life. She looks like a Cabbage Patch doll.
Diaz when she's not pretty. No, I haven't. And did I ask you if I had seen her? I didn't. No. I don't believe. I'm defending myself here.
Listen,
now go away. Get off that microphone.
Tomorrow we will rate women, okay?
Yes, we'll do it tomorrow.
Devote a whole segment to it tomorrow. Hello.
I forgot how heated this can get.
Don and Mike show. Oh, great. Everybody's just hanging up on it.
Diaz. Have you seen Diaz without makeup? I might throw that bottle cap like a fastball tonight, Rob.
Hello there, Don and Mike show.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great.
Diaz in The Mask. She was probably 8 or 9.
Now, see, that's another movie. Do you remember her in The Mask?
Yeah.
Do you remember? And when she appeared in The Mask, I mean, wow.
Listen, she's a 5.9, maybe a 5.8. Fellas, I hate to break your bubbles. I'm an expert when it comes to rating women.
Well, I think there are 2 experts in this room when it comes to rating women. We both, and we have decidedly different opinions on certain women. There are some women we agree on, though. There are some. They're out there. There are not a lot of them.
Yeah. Hello. I'm trying to think of one woman we agree on.
The One Day at a Time, Mackenzie Phillips. We both thought she was a stunner.
Aren't you a Helen Hunt fan?
Yeah, I have become a Helen Hunt. I think Helen Hunt is a good 6.
Nice, Hans. I think Helen Hunt is still a solid 9, man.
A 9?
A 9.
Oh, my God.
Nearly the perfect package. If her boobs were just a little bigger.
I think she's a great actress.
She might be. Who cares? Will you stop saying that? It's true. We're just talking about how they look.
I think she's a strong 6, but go see Twister. Look at her in Twister. Twister.
Maureen Stapleton is a good actress, okay? Helen Hunt is a piece of ass. Hello.
Hello.
Don and Mike.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Great.
You mean to tell me you don't think that Maureen Stapleton is hot?
Is that the one that was Edith Bunker, or is that her sister?
That's her sister. Okay. Yeah. And you picked the right Stapleton.
The Stapleton sisters.
Jean Stapleton is hotter than Maureen. Together. Oh, man.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Yeah, I just want to say something about Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
Any girl who doesn't wear a bra throughout a whole 2.5-hour movie is pretty good for me.
What movie was that?
Something About Mary.
Yeah, she does. She's braless most of that film.
What about the scene where she's standing when Matt, what's his name with the big teeth, is looking through the binoculars? She's wearing a bra.
Wearing a bra simply for the purpose of
the whole movie.
She's wearing the bra simply for the purpose of removing it.
Listen, everybody, listen to me now. Listen to me. She's a 5.9. Okay.
There are a lot of Cameron Diaz fans.
That is her rating.
You should see Diaz without makeup.
Donna Mike. Well, you're right about that, Rob.
Absolutely.
You're right, but I didn't ask you to participate. Hello. I agree with Mike on that.
All right.
Donna Mike show. This show is only big enough for 2 raters. I'm sorry. That's just a fact, Robbie.
Diaz is horrific without makeup.
Hello. Although it's like you're referring to her by last name.
Diaz and Hewitt together, perhaps a good solid 8.
Hello.
Hello.
And Geller. Is that what is that the name, Buffy? Isn't that her last name?
Yes.
Geller, Hewitt, Diaz. Hello.
Be-whack.
On Mike show.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I still think Cameron Diaz, she's at least an 8, 9 maybe.
Oh, all right, listen. Don't take this personally. What do you know?
Yeah. And if you're going to make the rating, commit.
Right. Tomorrow, listen, everybody. I promise tomorrow, even though I know we've banned this, tomorrow we'll rate women, okay?
It's like a volcano. Can you feel that it's been building up, that people have wanted this release?
Yeah. Yes. We're almost going to have an explosion in here. Hello. I hope we don't stain the dress.
Oh, relish alert.
Hello.
Don, if you would rate Helen Hunt over Cameron Diaz, I wouldn't let you rate my dog.
A lot of people have very strong opinions about this.
Listen, what do you know, sir? Helen Hunt is so much hotter than Cameron Diaz. All right, I'll give you this. Helen Hunt's got kind of a skinny... Who was the skinny Laurel and Hardy guy? Was it...
Oliver Hardy.
All right, she has kind of a Oliver and Laurel and Hardy face. Mm-hmm. But at least her face doesn't look like a dinner plate.
Yeah, but Helen Hunt looks like somebody hit her in the face with a frying pan.
I'm not going to stand for that, sir. Helen Hunt's a 9.
I have to say, and I will not mention the acting thing again. I will not say it, but I like Helen Hunt. I do. I really like Helen Hunt.
Hello? Then give her the rating she deserves, Mike.
Certainly not.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Don, you're right on. And, to be anything more than a 6, you got to at least be pretty no matter how great your body is. And she just ain't that good looking.
We're talking about Diaz?
What is up with these people? Haven't they ever seen a good-looking woman and they could rate her a 8 or a 9? God, what would you rate Joey Heatherton when she was 19?
Joey Heatherton, a 10, sir.
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
Cameron Diaz down to about a 2.
She's my perfect sleeper.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Hi there.
I give Cameron Diaz a 9 just for the sake of the Oscars when she walked across the stage with that dress that was slit all the way up to her waist.
That wasn't Cameron Diaz, was it? That was No, who was the one that showed her boosh? Who was it?
It was the judge.
Yeah, right. It was one of the judges.
Ashley. It was Ashley Judd.
Forget it. She's still hot.
You've hurt the cause, sir. You have damaged the cause.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Yeah, how would you rate Shania Twain?
Shania Twain is an 8.
8.5.
And if I could see her, partially nude, she might be up there in Helen Hunt territory.
You always have to worry with those. You have to worry, though, with those country stars, because you never know. They pack them into those jeans.
Yeah, and besides, when Shania Twain turns 30, she'll turn into Tammy Wynette or something like that. It happens. Listen, tomorrow, okay, everybody? Tomorrow.
People are passionate for it.
Because you know what? Now we're not going to have time to call the guy that lost the Powerball again.
Boo!
All right, tomorrow. Listen, 2 things tomorrow.
All right.
We'll call the big loser for the Powerball.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And tomorrow, I promise, we will rate women.
And I just want to say one final word on the rating of women.
Yes.
And I've decided that this is my system. This is my system. My ratings of women, based on the fact that how would I feel if they walked through that door right there? How would I rate them if they came into the studio and sat down in that chair?
That's unrealistic, because if they come in, whenever we get a famous person in here, we turn into blubbering idiots and we're big kiss asses. jackasses.
Oh, I'm not talking about how I treat them. Just to, if I wasn't married, whether I would walk out of the studio and want to do that gleefully. And so I put that in the context of Helen Hunt and Cameron Diaz. You
put so much more thought into me. I just look at them, and the number comes to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it out. I really do.
Jennifer Aniston, high 8.
We agree on that one.
Courtney Cox, 6.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Phoebe, mid-5. Got to call it the way I see it.
I'm gonna go right down the line with you on the Friends, and I think you sold Jennifer just a little short, but I think all the other ratings are right on. Absolutely, we agree on all of those.
She is nipple-rific. Listen, her nipples are a 10. Will you agree with me that Jennifer Aniston's got the best nipples in showbiz?
Absolutely, and works at it. You know what I mean? Works at it.
Yeah, she does nipple exercises.
Keeps giving.
Purple nurples. In between takes, she just sits there and just pulls on her nipples. Grow.
And when she can't do that, she uses the clamps.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Yeah, Don and Mike, Tia Carrera from Wayne's World. It's the Asian Mystique. It's good for a 9.6.
Oh, no way.
Oh, absolutely.
No way.
She's maybe a high 6.
Yeah, high 6.
Maybe a high 6.
6.5.
Very hard to find a very hot Asian girl.
Oh.
Listen, that's just a fact, sir.
God, throw a bucket of water on me.
That's just a fact. They make nice geishas, though. Okay? She'd be all right if you got, like, some white face, Tomorrow we'll rate women.
Wow, I tell you, it gets everybody all worked up.
Call the Powerball thing. Buzz?
Yes.
It's time for news and comment now.
Yes, it is.
What is your lead story? Tomorrow, everybody, I see the phones ringing out. Promise, tomorrow. Be listening at 3 o'clock when we come on the air. We'll rate women.
It's astounding we start doing that, and all of a sudden the little, the minute hand is just going woo, 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 woo.
Buzz, what is your lead story tonight?
Headline of the day, everybody wants Monica's love dress.
All right, and Monica Lewinsky?
Yes?
Listen, a 2. And I'm being generous when I give her a 2, only because I think she's demonstrated that perhaps she knows what she's doing.
And you haven't seen her without makeup.
That's right. You should see Lewinsky without makeup. Right, Rob?
Absolutely. Negative numbers.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
The Stain, is that the lead?
We're back to Gentleman's Relish again. Everybody wants Monica's dress.
Right. Yes. Relish in the news.
I saw a guy. You remember that guy I was telling you about, the collectible guy? That was the guy that was interviewed, the hair salon owner.
Oh,
he was interviewed. Is this the guy? Okay, go ahead. I won't steal your thunder. Go ahead.
No, it's okay, but I have the complete list of the stuff that he has. I think you'll enjoy.
Great.
It.
Oh, fantastic.
All right, good. Let's listen.
This is the guy who owns the suit that Jack Ruby wore when Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald. Now he wants Monica's blue love dress.
He's such a slicky boy, this guy.
Jesse Briggs is this guy's name.
Does he have Batman's cowl?
Nobody's got. No. He's got artificial hair. It looks like he's got this perfectly coiffed hair.
This is the guy you said that you saw on TV, and he's got hair from celebrities and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, exactly. He has, in fact, here's the list. He has a tooth from Elvis, locks of hair from JFK and Marilyn Monroe.
When he's talking about the tooth, Buzz, he says I can actually touch the tooth and feel the presence of the king of rock and roll. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna barf.
He's a hairdresser in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and he's offering $100,000 for Monica's dress. He also has the hair clippings of George and Martha Washington and John Lennon. All of which he has on display at his hair salon.
Super.
And as we found out, as we talked about earlier today, that dark blue dress is no cocktail dress. It came from the Gap. And that's been also confirmed by Linda Tripp's friend Lucy Ann Goldberg, who says it was a shirt-waist style dress with lots of buttons.
Clinton liked Monica's Gap. Nice Gap.
Dance for me.
First Lady Hillary Clinton says prejudice against Arkansas is what's behind a lot of the investigation into her husband.
Right.
In fact, a number of Clinton critics have referred to him, his family, and some of his staff as white trash.
I'd like to ask anybody, did anybody ever think of Arkansas before he became president? Did anybody even know the state existed?
Didn't consider it.
Right.
I vacation there all the time, Mike.
The A-frame.
Great fishing at my A-frame down in Little Rock.
Donnie's Bass Lodge.
Well, quoting Hillary, in an interview with an Arkansas newspaper, they wouldn't do this if we were from some other state.
Yes,
yes, we would.
Of course they would.
And speaking of gentleman's relish, there's something about Mary certainly earning its keep at the box office. That movie only cost $22 million to make, and it's already taken in over $76 million.
And where's our cut for that? We were out there from day number one saying this is the funniest movie that we have seen in 10 years.
Had a tough first weekend, and then when we started talking about it, the sales receipts went skyrocketing.
Who are these people? Right, who are these people buying the tickets?
Halloween H2O only cost us $17 million to make, and it's already brought in more than $25 million, so it's earned its keep. But Snake Eyes...
Snake Eyes!
Snake Eyes only made just under $17 million in its first weekend, which won't nearly be enough to pay Nicolas Cage the $80 million he's getting for the movie.
He's worth it, Buzz.
Charlie loves Snake Eyes. You don't even know what the movie's about, do you?
No, I don't. Snake Eyes.
Likes the way it sounds.
Ben.
Well, the point of all this is that bigger budgets don't always make better movies, no matter how you feel about Titanic. It only cost $45 million to make The Negotiator, and it's only taken in $25 million. And The Avengers at $70 million looks like it could be the next financial flop.
You know how much it costs to put on this show every day? About $28.
There you go. Worth it.
That's right, and that's if it's not food.
And the reason you haven't seen any reviews on The Avengers is because Warner Brothers hasn't let anybody get a sneak preview, not even the critics.
Stossel saw it, didn't he? Didn't Stossel on the show last week say that he saw it and it was no good?
He didn't like it. They didn't send him any figurines. That's how he bases his opinions.
Well, they may have shown it to some theater owners, but they haven't shown it to any critics or any test audiences. Now, usually that means that the studio knows the movie sucks. Other examples where there weren't advanced screenings for critics were the Norm Macdonald movie, Dirty Work, and Sharon Stone's 1983 turkey called Silver.
If you really want to sell a movie to Charlie Stossel, you just about 2 weeks before you're going to send him the print, what you do is you send him some plastic little figurines.
Give him the Happy Meal toys.
Oh, absolutely.
The dolls. He loves the dolls.
Am I not wrong that the movie, The Avengers, based on a TV show? Doesn't that show suck? Like the
Avengers show suck with Diana Rigg.
They might as well make a movie about the Joey Bishop show.
They will.
Oh, boy.
The studio says it's just trying to avoid comparisons to the 1960s TV show. They say they're going for the Batman audience. And you'd think that...
You know, this is the most ill-conceived film, I think, that has come out of this whole let's make movies about TV shows. At least let's make movies about TV shows that were unbelievably popular.
Yeah. And you'd think that Uma Thurman in a leather catsuit would do the trick, getting people into the theater.
Buzz, what did I just tell you about her?
Think not. Yeah,
what did I just tell you? What is Uma Thurman?
6.
Big nose, big lips, big forehead. Perhaps a 6, maybe a 5'7" or a 5'8".
Yeah,
she was pretty good as Poison Ivy. Okay.
You know, I'll tell you right now, I was an Uma Duma, but I'll tell you right now, you could sell me on running her down. See some pictures of her recently where it's just not looking. I liked her as Poison Ivy. I really do.
Yeah, she got a nice body.
But lately I've seen that forehead that really looks like kind of an alien thing happening.
She was good in Pulp Fiction when they had to put that needle in her, right in her heart,
right in her chest.
I know how you love these adjectives. Square-jawed actor Michael Douglas.
Love it. Thank you, Buzz.
I knew you'd enjoy that.
I love it. Let's add that to the list of rubber-faced comedian Jim Carrey.
Troubled rocker Tommy Lee.
And leggy supermodel A.L. McPherson.
Well, one of those is coming up. But Michael Douglas, the square-jawed actor, says he did not hit a caddy in the groin with one of his golf balls. As we reported the other day, he's being sued for $155 million by the caddy, who now says that Douglas also made a racial comment, to wit, quote, "I can't believe I hit the N-word," end quote.
Oh, wow.
Douglas says the whole story is completely, utterly, and totally false. That's his quoted denial.
Good for Gordon Gekko.
The caddy says he's missed work because the incident cost him a testicle.
Oh, my God. It cost me a testicle.
Story gets better and better.
They took my testicle.
And now on to jailed trouble rocker Tommy Lee.
Yes.
He's just gotten some good news.
I'm sorry, Buzz. You know, sometimes you miss out on stuff by not being here.
I know.
Does Tommy Lee have both of his testicles?
Hell, he's got 5. Kid, man, that guy's got him.
Well, jailed troubled rocker Tommy Lee's just gotten some good news. He won't get any more time added to his jail sentence. That's the news. He's worked out a plea bargain with prosecutors in Phoenix over an assault on a security guard. Now, he's officially getting 30 days for that assault, but he's been sentenced to the time he's already served for
assaulted him with his penis.
Oh, ouch. He's serving time now for assaulting his wife, Pamela Anderson-Lee. He's also going to have to pay $800 in fines for roughing up the Rent-A-Cop at a Motley Crue concert in Arizona back in December. He and fellow band member Nikki Sixx urged fans to storm the stage at that show, and that led to like a melee in which 10 people got hurt, and the arena it withstood about $15,000 in damages.
Well, I'll say it again. Who are these people? Hold on, Buzz. More news, more comment coming right up.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.